Do not attempt to adjust your podcast player. We are controlling the transmission. We are here to be your guide, helping you to explore local events, the art scene, music, theater, sports, and possibly a conspiracy or two. All here on the GCRX Radio and Podcast Network.
Vlad, you sit next to Ryan in the room. When a new guy like him comes in and you see how hard he works and plays the right way, how much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
What did he say?
What's that?
Welcome to the Mostly Hockey Podcast, powered by GCRX Podcasting Network and Alfresco Productions. How you boys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, man, I'm going to tell you right out. Like, there's no silly food. There's no funny story. We're just going to get right into it.
Get
All
it?
right. Social departments did a killer job of promoting this.
Yeah.
No secrets. Those guys were working overtime. That was fantastic. Could have got a little more out of them, but it's pretty good, right?
Maybe a little bit.
So we had a few guests on the show before.
Mhm.
One of our guests turned into family, got the Olive Garden treatment.
It's been just a little over a year now.
I
Did you
know,
that?
insane,
I
right?
saw that last week. I was
So
like,
crazy.
whoa.
But tonight's a pretty big one, I'd say. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I'll tell you,
Agreed.
man, this gentleman right here, Justin, has a hell of a resume.
Yeah.
See that? Go through it real quick. So tonight's guest, music and entertainer, Potosi, Missouri native, Potosi High grad, organist for your St. Louis Cards and Blues, because we're not discriminating tonight. Cardinals. Director of Sacred Music and Liturgy. Think I got that right.
Close enough.
Content creator of 307,000 plus followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stanley Cup ring owner. Successfully killed it at his own health journey. Man with a gigantic work ethic. But most importantly, this man's a father, a son, a brother, a friend, all around great guy. And tonight's guest on the Mostly Hockey Podcast, Mr. Jeremy Boy.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Give it up for him, man.
What's up?
There he is. Thank you so much for giving us some time.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Time, honestly, is what I don't understand how this man has any of. As I said, man, like, so Cardinals, right? Not a big deal right now with the Cardinals. Blues, but that other one, and I hope I pronounced that right. You could tell me if
You
I
did.
didn't.
You got it. You nailed it.
Nailed it. Oh yeah. So director of Sacred Music and Liturgy. Liturgy. Do you want to tell us what that is?
It's a fancy way of saying I'm the organist and choir director.
Exactly.
Yeah, in Oakville.
Yep. And
St. Francis of Assisi.
there you go. Yeah. So I mean, like, you got 3 full-time music gigs, man.
Yeah, I definitely keep pretty busy. And then, like you said, father and friend and working out and all that stuff. It definitely takes and it's like crazy because I'll have like a game like at night and then like I'm playing mass at 7 o'clock the next morning. It's like 3 hours of sleep in the middle. And then, yeah, it's a lot sometimes, but
Insane.
That's crazy.
It puts it in perspective when you come home from work and you're like, I just don't want to do anything.
I'd bring an air mattress to the arena and just sleep
Yeah.
there.
yeah. Sleep
And,
on the bench.
I mean, like, so I don't know where you get it. And honestly, I started following you like everybody. Like I said, no joke, 370 plus TikTok, follows. Your videos go crazy, man. And we'll get to it in a little bit because I pulled one of my particular favorites.
Yeah.
But that other part, and I know I've been telling you this for a long time, and it was not to get you on the show. I promise you, this dude kills it at his health journey. And I got a photo. You put it on social, so I'm assuming you're okay with it, man. I hope so. We're just gonna throw it out on the internet. So what? That's your before and your after, man. What's the time frame on this?
It was about this time last year, around the Super Bowl last year. I was like, I want to get in better shape. I want to start feeling better. I want to start living life a little bit easier. And started around there, changing my diet, dropping the soda, going to water. I hooked up with a trainer in March of last year, and we've become really good friends, Jake Coleman. And his dad played in the NFL too, Patrick Johnson.
Get outta here.
Yeah, for the Miami Dolphins.
Totally so secret time. I actually hit him up for a lot of the intro. So he actually provided a bunch of info, which was weird. Just hitting up someone you don't know and asking them about a friend of theirs. But no, big shout out to him because he did help me out with that. A lot of that info. Yeah. Super stalkery.
Yes, it was. Well done, Tim.
Well, and the other thing I was going to mention is, and so I was avoiding this at all costs, man. Not that there's any ill will towards it, but I did have another avenue I was gonna be able to go if I absolutely had to. Didn't want to. You know where I'm going, right? Didn't want to because you're also like your family is intertwined in the blues arena, right?
Yeah, I mean my daughter. So my daughter is on the Blue Crew, so she does dancing and stands, cheers, and she's even on the ice. She could do it all. She's probably definitely more talented than I am. I can't skate and I can't dance, so she's got me on both of those.
I didn't want to ask her for information about her dad.
Yeah.
So I was super stoked that Jacob came through for it. But yeah,
Nice.
You're super open on social media, man, which is kind of cool. Too many times we see people who are like, had a Diet Coke today, and you're like, that's great, dude.
Yeah.
But he's like, you're living your life out there, and you're allowing. That's why that content creator I think is so important on there. You're allowing everybody just to come along and be a part of it. That takes a whole nother level of person, in my opinion, man. So, congrats on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm a real dude. I just try to be like like everybody else, and just share what I do. And like with the health journey or music, it's just a peek into like what I do, and maybe that inspires a future musician, or maybe it inspires somebody who just wants to get healthier or whatever. Man, I like to do that.
It's awesome. That's so cool, man. So we do have you're the maiden voyage on this, man. We got some questions we want to ask you, kind of just to get you in the flow of what we do around here. And honestly, they've got absolutely nothing to do with hockey, music, or anything. This is just like, breaking the ice questions. How much does a polar bear weigh, Mikey? Enough to break the ice.
More than me.
So we're going to hit you with these real quick, if that's all right.
Yeah.
First and foremost, man, and probably, in my opinion, one of the most important, when you take a photo with your phone, which way do you hold it?
I guess with my right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So do you slant or do you
Up and down.
just like this?
Yeah, probably.
It's okay. That's okay.
That's the way the kids do
That's
it.
the way the kids are doing it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin, you got a soft drink question for him? Yeah.
Well, I mean, now he doesn't drink soft drinks.
Oh, but did you?
But
You
back
did.
in the day, Pepsi or Coke.
But it used to be Pepsi for sure.
There you go.
Smart man.
He's a smart guy.
Hell
I like
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Mikey?
Mikey?
Yeah. If you had to wear one hairstyle for the rest of your life, would it be a mohawk or a mullet?
Oh man, probably. I feel like a mullet would be less maintenance. So probably that. I'm a low maintenance guy.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Also looks the best. No joke.
I'm going
Well, for
mohawk.
high school.
I'm going mullet all the way. I used to have a feathered mullet. Nice, sweet feathered mullet.
You did.
That was back in my denim tuxedo days.
Dude, no joke.
Mhm.
No joke. This dude was the biggest like blues nerd growing up. And every single day he wore a denim shirt to school. I swear to God. And he wore jeans, denim shirt with a blues hat every
See-
damn day.
Secret time. There was one day where I wore a jersey with a denim button down under it where the collar came out. True story.
Nice.
I got another one for you though, man. So when it comes to obviously not now, I'm sure you're not killing hot dogs nowadays, but when you were ever at, eating a hot dog, what's the condiment that was going on that hot dog?
Okay, so I still have the occasional hot dog at Bush.
Right.
They have like a press dining area, and like between innings you could pop up and grab like something. It's like hot dogs, pretzels, popcorn, or chips, something like that, or cookies. And like of all of those, like probably like a hot dog's I guess the healthiest of them all because pretzels are just straight out bread.
Right.
Cookies aren't great.
Yeah.
So I'll grab a hot dog and I'll do ketchup, mustard, and jalapenos.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. With the jalapenos.
With the
That's
spice.
Yeah, they have.
pro move.
Yeah.
Pro move.
He would like
He's
the
gonna like
Lucky
that.
Lolas.
You
He's
would
gonna like that
no
sweet
joke,
Lucky
you would
Lola
like
right
the Lucky
there. Yep.
Lolas. This
Yeah.
This Ghost Pepper's Inferno.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's
Nah,
chorizo.
That's chorizo.
Chorizo? No, Ghost Pepper, nasty hardcore. We got one last one for you, man. That's Justin. You got a grape situation.
I put 1,000 grapes in front of you. All right. I give you $500,000 for every grape you eat. One of the grapes is poison. How many you eating? And also, if you get the poison one, all the ones you eat prior, all the money goes to your family, obviously.
Oh man. You said how many grapes were there? 1,000?
There's 1,000 of them. You get $500K per one.
Oh man. I go with 10.
10?
10.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even 1%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's
What?
less than 1%.
Math.
I'm
What are you
terrible.
doing
Yeah.
over there, dude? I went 5. I'm going 5, and I'm out.
I'm the psychopath that was like, I'll do 30.
If it goes to my family, I'm okay with it. If it was just like, did he lose it all? Then I'm like, okay, then I'm out.
But
Yeah.
You do run that chance of the first grape. The first grape could
Yeah.
be poison. Which,
Mikey
Yeah.
was the worst, though.
no, Mikey's the absolute psychopath of the entire group. No
Yeah.
offense. I love you. I
love
love
you
you.
too.
What
I
was
need
your answer?
I need to see a therapist because I said I would eat grapes until I ate the poisoned one, so that way my family would have all the money.
Oh,
He's just like, I would eat until until
So
I
I
got
need to I need to find a
hello,
therapist.
sir.
I have
Yeah.
issues. I have some underlying issues apparently. I know.
It's fine. Man,
Ugh.
yeah, that's something new we're trying out. You know, we want to just break the ice with everybody. I think it went pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Your
dig
answers were all acceptable too. You won, man.
Nice.
So we mentioned the video. I did put together one video. Unfortunately, I had to record it off of the wrong way. So
Good answer, Mikey.
is that listener Katie?
Yes.
I need
Yeah.
a therapist and a marriage counselor.
Yeah,
Apparently.
jeez. But they're gonna be loaded, so don't you worry about it. You want to run that video I got down there at the bottom? This is from it's from your TikTok, and it's one of my personal favorites. This is pretty cool, man.
The sideburns?
No, the Jeremy, yeah, right there. $19,000 singing back at you. Oh
Mhm.
God,
That's
could
great.
you imagine?
I dig the jacket.
Well, that's the
you.
other thing, man. You are a sharp dressed man.
Thank
No
you.
joke. That jacket kills. I love that. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So, I mean, I guess that kind of gets us right into this too. So that song in particular made me think about a couple things. Especially like you playing songs and whatnot, and you hear this in other arenas, and I don't think anybody does it better than you, honestly. But what I want to know is like, how quick do you have that split second decision on what to play? So I hear, so I catch myself listening to him when I'm watching Blues games too.
Yeah.
Right. So after every goal, I hear the CeeLo, when there's an away goal, I hear the CeeLo, I hear the A, B, C, D, E, F, right? And I notice all that stuff, but like, how quick do you have those in the chamber?
Pretty quick. I mean, you never really know what's going to happen. I mean, there's times where it's like, and it is sometimes hard just because like sometimes I might sit around for 10 minutes and not play anything. And then I might have like 3 things just rapid fire back to back to back and gotta be ready to roll it off. And, I guess instinct takes over a little bit and then skill a little bit. But, you got to think about the situation. You got to think about what's happening. Where's the team in the standings? Lots of different things. How's the crowd feel around you? I'm out in the crowd, so I get a good vibe from how everybody's feeling. I can hear them. They're all around me. So I just play off that and,
Nice.
ready to go.
You're conducting the whole energy of that building when you play, man. It's incredible.
Thank you.
And it's so many people, that is so many people.
Yeah.
The let it be, like anytime there's a goal challenge against like the let it be, when they call no goal, that's awesome too.
That's that's Carl, the DJ, who usually plays that. But yeah, he's great too, and it's great working with him. And we're almost like, this is my 18th season with the Blues, and he's been doing it a little bit longer than I have. But we're almost like a married couple now. We almost know who's going to do what before it happens. We already know kind of, oh, this is good. Carl's going to do this, or he knows, well, Jeremy's going to do this. So it's kind of cool that way too.
So then, like, he'll play it, but you'll end up taking it over.
Sometimes it depends on what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool too, man. I dig that. I guess the other thing I'm wanting to know, honestly, man, and this goes Cardinals and Blues. I'm super biased. I'm not a baseball fan. Hockey has always been my thing, and it's so fast that baseball is just so slow. It's just so slow for me. But it goes for either, Blues or hockey. You've been doing the Blues longer, right?
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm wanting to know is, like, has there ever been a time where you've just been completely starstruck at somebody in the building or someone that's come up to you from the team or from another team, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe my second year with the Blues, I'm getting ready to come into the arena, going through the security entrance. I go to the back door and I see this cab pull up. This is before Uber and all that other stuff. Wayne Gretzky gets out of it, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's Wayne Gretzky." We're playing the Arizona Phoenix Cardinals at the time, the Phoenix Coyotes at the time, which he was still the coach of. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude!" Like, I hadn't met him before. It's my second season with the Blues, so I haven't been around as long yet. And he comes through the security, and I'm like, "I'm going to stop and get a picture with him." I had like an old digital camera because this is like even before iPhones were like really popular, and so we're going down the stairs. He comes down the stairs, and I stop him. I'm like, "Mr. Gretzky, my name's Jeremy Boyer. I play the organ for the Blues. Could I get a quick picture with you?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure." This young concession stand kid's walking by, probably 18, 19 years old. I stop him and I ask him, I'm like, "Hey, would you take our picture together?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure." He goes, "But you got to tell me who this is first." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Like, how do you not know who Wayne Gretzky is? You work here, man." Gretzky goes, he reached out to shake his hand. He goes, "Hi, I'm Brett Hull. Nice to meet you."
Yep.
Kid had no idea. He didn't correct him either. He didn't tell him later. I was just dying. But Gretzky was so cool, and like that was like for sure. Like the moment was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Wayne Gretzky." It's Babe Ruth coming down the stairwell, man.
Yep. Exactly. I've never met Gretzky. I'd probably be useless. It's hilarious.
Tim has a terrible. He just freezes up in front of like.
we had a segment, and we're going to revisit it eventually. But we had a segment where I just threw up. I threw up all the photos of me awkwardly next to hockey players. It's like it's 94, and I'm standing out behind the barn, man, where they walked out. That's every time I meet one, it's like that. As a matter of fact, man, you were in a room with a man who notoriously I have a restraining order against.
You got to really start telling people
it's
that
not
ain't
true.
It's not
it's
true.
not true. I had somebody hit me up and they're like, "Hey man, look, I know he's in town, so if you want something, I know you're not allowed around him." I don't have a restraining order, but if I did, I'd have the signature.
The picture that you have with him, it looks like there probably should be though.
So you played the Blues Hall of Fame inductees, which was one of my favorite. It's my favorite one they've ever done.
Yeah.
Cujo looked like he was having a blast. He looked like he was having a real good time. I watched that whole thing. My family was disgusted by me just going. But you were there, man, and you were there. Like, I saw you set up playing. How cool was that?
That was awesome. And I've got to do it every year that they've had it. This is the third year, and it's so cool. Like, I mean, even the first year, Scotty Bowman is there, man. Like, going back to the beginning of the franchise, dude, like, insane. How many more opportunities is that? And I was a young kid. All I remember of Scotty Bowman in real life was him with the Red Wings. I don't remember the Blues years, but just the myth, the man, the legend, and then Brett Hull and Chris Pronger and those guys that, we grew up with that are, my favorite Blues, and Curtis Joseph, and seeing those guys. And I've seen Pronger and I've seen Hull a bunch of times, of course, because they were around town a lot more. You don't see Cujo as often.
No.
In fact, Cujo was still playing when I started playing for the Blues. He's playing in Toronto still.
Yep.
Yeah, and that game you're talking about where Gretzky was there, I mean, I don't know which time because they didn't play Phoenix too much, but I was at Cujo's last game where he started for Phoenix, and that was when Gretzky owned and
it could have been around that time.
It might have been that time, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
but
yeah.
yeah, it was cool. And then he looks maybe younger than he did when he played. He looks great,
He could
fabulous.
play
And
right
then,
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guarantee
If
he could
Binnington got hurt, he could put him on.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah,
like I watched that part where he was talking about the fight,
Yeah.
how Bennington said he wants to
Mhm.
be in a fight and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, and how Cujo was going on about that, and he looks so damn young. I'm like,
he does.
This was the first time watching it. I feel stupid talking. This is the first time I saw Cujo with facial hair, and it had started turning a little, a little salt and peppery, and I'm like, oh my god,
He
You know?
is human.
He is, yeah, no joke. I
Yeah.
don't think he's human. There's no way, man. Like he's so and like he let loose at that thing.
Yeah.
And the stories were just amazing, dude. I could listen to him and Brett Hall talk for
Yeah.
hours. You
Yeah.
throw Jamie Rivers up on that stage and maybe Cam Jansen. I'd pay for that. Oh, I'd put a house.
Yeah.
party for that.
Yeah.
Like, I would sit there.
Well, my thing with Cujo, again, I hadn't met him before, but the dude is just so down to earth. And that's what I love about hockey is that, like, and I'm sure other sports maybe to a degree too, but hockey players are so down to earth. Like, we're walking out of the hall, like, everybody's been there, like, this is like maybe a half hour after the thing ends. We're walking out, and he happens to walk out about the same time I do, and someone goes, "Oh, I'm a big fan," and he's just like, "Man, I was just lucky to get to do what I wanted to do." I'm like, "That's cool, man."
And that book he wrote, I don't know if you've read that or not.
I haven't.
No, you have.
You probably have it memorized.
If you haven't read, I don't know how the hell you would have time to read a book, to be honest with you. But no, that's a fantastic book. And that dude overcame some craziness to
Yeah, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, it's hardcore. The beginning of that book is like, geez, like I didn't even know any of that.
Yeah.
Insane. Obviously, my favorite hockey player of all time. I've met him a handful of times. Like I met him out behind the arena when I was a kid. Notably, I met him in it was like 2018. It might have been 19. It might have been the year. And I went by myself to meet him. He was doing a signing at a Schnucks in Hampton, and had him sign some stuff. And he looked confused, like, why is this grown man here? All I could squeak out was, "You're the reason I love hockey." And all he said was, "I'm glad you're a hockey fan, man." Yeah. But
That's cool.
no, it was amazing. Dude's so nice. So nice, man. He really is. That photo is god awful.
It's funny because
It's true. It's all
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
100% all true. So more like these just kind of canned questions maybe, but I gotta know, like, is there a song that you love and also hate to play at games, but you gotta play it, or you love to play it? Either which way.
Like I really like the song "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life," but I always have to play it after we lose.
Yeah.
But it's just a fun tune, and I love Monty Python and the tie in there. But it's just a very lighthearted, always look on the bright side of life.
Monty Python fan. Justin's the only person in the world that doesn't he's never seen Monty
I've never
Python.
seen it. Not that I dislike
Life
it.
of Brian.
I've never seen it. I need to.
Yeah,
He can't
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
He has a disease.
I got that ADD stuff. It doesn't-
I'm so happy you said that, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monty Python.
Yeah, I got a non-blues question. Do
Yeah.
you follow other teams at all?
NHL teams or just in general?
yeah.
Or?
NHL teams?
A little bit. I'm friends with a lot of the other organists in the league, and they share like I do a little bit. I don't know if they some share more than others, but like I'm really good friends with like the Predators organist, Kyle Hankins, who's been doing this a long time, and he's actually from Paducah, Kentucky, and he's a big Cardinals fan too. So like he's been up for Cardinal games and come sat in with me at the booth at Cardinals. But I've met him several times, and we text back and forth, and so I kind of keep track of what they're doing. Or Ron Poster in Boston, the Bruins organist, or Paul Cartier with the New York Islanders are good friends. And then both Detroit has two organists, and yeah. So I kind of keep in touch with them.
What's the purpose of them having two?
They might have other events, or they both gig and do different things. Maybe there's a time where there's
I see.
something
They don't actually
happening.
have two in the arena. Oh
No.
I
Yeah,
saw
two
Julie
separate guys.
Morgan's
No, I do have a very cool organ, but no.
So
Yeah,
what
no.
I was gonna ask though is so Utah with their name. I was gonna ask you, did you have a preference on between the Mammoth, the Utah Hockey Club, or now I guess they're gonna go with Outlaws?
Outlaws. I hate that. I don't like.
I liked Yeti a lot, but I guess
everybody loved Yeti. That Yeti was
the cooler company screwed that up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Why can't America have two of the same thing? I mean, let's do both.
We
so
said
dumb
last
that they-
week.
yeah.
Last week they're missing it. Yeti the cup is missing the biggest opportunity in the world to sell those damn coolers and the cups
Yeah.
exclusively
They should
in their arena.
partner with
Partnership, yeah.
Everything there could
Mo-
be Yeti.
Yeah.
Like
everything.
why
could be-
wouldn't it? you
Yes.
know?
It's nice
It
to
would
know
be
we're
great.
not the only three people who think
100%.
that.
The Yeti
Yeah.
was great. Me personally, I like the Mammoth
The
over.
Mammoth's okay, and if Eddie Van Halen's kid doesn't get involved, then it's dumb. You know,
I think I like the sound of Outlaws better, but it sounds like maybe like a minor league or independent league baseball team.
yes,
To a degree.
yes,
The Outlaws,
Yeah.
It sounds like a roller hockey team from the '90s during a lockout.
Exactly.
the Quad City Outlaws.
And dude,
Yeah.
if you go on Instagram, like some of the logos that people are making for the Mammoth,
They
there's
look
some
good.
talented people out there just throwing out some
Yeti,
cool
though,
stuff.
man.
Yeti was, but it ain't gonna happen,
It's
man.
Yeti.
Get over it.
And they're not going to give me the Storm and Mormons.
to.
I really sucks, man.
Yeah.
Man, the only other real kind of question I have, honestly, man, is if not music, then what would you picture yourself doing if you weren't a musician?
I don't know. The last 2 or 3 years, I've really gotten into drone photography, and it's kind of more of a hobby for me than anything. But I think that creative side of what I do, with music, is also there for photography or, videography or that kind of stuff. But maybe something along those lines, or if not that, then maybe marketing.
Yeah.
I think that would be a natural fit for me too.
I keep telling my kids that the drone, like learning how to drive drones and stuff like that, great career option. I think in the future.
No, that's gonna.
I mean,
branch
surveying
off.
land all the way down to
Yeah.
you just want to go in the military and
Yeah.
fly drones. Like
No, that's gonna branch off.
that's gonna go crazy.
We've got a local kid here in Granite. His dad's a firefighter, I believe.
Mhm.
He legitimately has an LLC. He's a photographer, and that guy's photos. He's a kid.
Yeah.
He's not 18, and that guy's photos are incredible. Like there's businesses around here who have like straight just used his photos as their website pictures and stuff. Like, yeah, no, it's a real thing. Drones are hardcore too, man. What'd you think of all this crazy drone New Jersey stuff when that came out?
Who knows, man? Somebody knows somewhere. They're not telling us, but it wasn't just like me, like some dude out there, like, I'm gonna take some pictures tonight. That was like something else, but who knows? It was some undercover thing that like nobody told anybody about.
I went
don't
down
know.
I went down a wormhole that I didn't want to about nuclear weapon missing, and they were scanning for. Oh my god, man! And all we know, it could have been just one drone, and everyone else. It was the size of the BMW.
No, they just did a thing the other day. They said it was like FHA approved or FAA approved or whatever. It was. They were doing tests of different things.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Test flights.
test flights of giant.
No, I don't buy
Who
it.
knows?
I don't buy it.
It was aliens. We all know it.
We know what you're doing. So you're pretty vocal about this on social. We've had it going here since they put it out, and I want to pull it up just to tell the Blues, in my opinion, have let me down quite a bit in my life, but they won a Stanley Cup, so all is forgiven in my opinion.
Mhm.
Other than that, this right here is the biggest disappointment, I think. Go to that bracket right quick, that jersey bracket. So here's where the Blues are on their jersey bracket, and that's wrong. Yeah. That's completely
Are
wrong.
these like fan votes? Like
This is an old one too.
Is there an updated one? Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be happy about it.
Oh no. Well, no, I'm already out. Like that's why it's not up to date either. They broke my heart when they didn't put my on.
Yeah, the clown jersey didn't make it, which is
Nothing.
Yeah.
No clown jersey. That away clown jersey is the jersey in my heart. That smells like a Blockbuster, Jeremy. I love it so much. What's the update? We'll have to do an update. Do you know which one has gone
So
on?
the Checkets era jerseys
Really?
against the 2017 Winter Classic.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a little surprised. I think, and I don't know how they could have done it differently. So I'm not like trying to disparage anybody, but
Yeah.
I think because you had to sign into the Lunatics, it skewed who voted, and I think that era of people who grew up in that era were more heavily voting than maybe the broad's
Yeah.
fandom of blues hockey.
Yeah, your typical elder blues hockey fan drinking a Budweiser, listening to KC is like, I ain't getting on my phone. You know,
Yeah.
they're the person trying to vote like this. Yeah.
What do you think
yeah,
about the clown jersey?
Yeah.
You
I
for it or
like.
against it?
Well, I grew up in that. I mean, I didn't know anything but blue, yellow, white, and red when I was a kid. Even like in the early years, they had the 84 till they had the 92 or whatever, the old Brett Hull jerseys.
The red
Those
crest,
had,
red outline.
yeah, they had the red outline on those too. So that was blues colors to me. So I was fine with I personally like the white, the old home white jersey, 90s era jersey.
The people that come on this show and are real, that's what they call it, Justin. Just
Okay.
Yeah, because
home and
they
away.
were the white jerseys then. Yeah,
That's right.
but the blues are fine. I like the blue as well.
Yeah. And the retro reverse is cool. I dig it. I have one. I dig the retro.
Which one? The red one?
The red, the clown red retro. I
nah.
like it.
No.
I'm not on that.
Too much red.
Out on that one. Yeah, that looks like my Ronald McDonald for me.
Yeah.
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 I do like the other what is it? I don't know what they're called again. The reverse retro,
Yeah.
the gold. I did like that. It was just something different.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the ugliest prototype clown jersey era jersey ever?
Yes, the like was it a polar bear or a dog or cat or something?
This just had notes and trumpets all over it. And supposedly, I don't know how true it is, but Brett Hall shut it down. Brett Hall.
I heard it was Mike Keenan maybe, but I could have been.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
Cam
know.
Jansen tried to, in a podcast, Cam Jansen tried to make me love Mike Keenan. It's the only time I Now you're wrong, Cam. I'll fight you.
He's the reason Gretzky's didn't retire a blue.
Exactly. Yeah, he has a house here. He wanted to stay here. Oh,
He bought Cardinals season tickets. He's ready to stay here.
fucking Mike Keenan. Cujo would have retired here.
Yeah,
I am just still. Oh, it makes it. And then like he got diagnosed with cancer not so long ago, and everybody's like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "Yeah, that's tough. That sucks. That's inhuman. That's inhuman, Justin. No thoughts like that. But yeah, no, 90s flat out. That's where it's at. I didn't realize they updated that. That sucks. Yeah.
See, for me, the Checkits era alternate. I know a lot of people like it. It's something different.
Yeah.
I can't do the navy and white. This doesn't.
Yeah.
It's got to have blue or gold, or if it was a different color scheme, maybe I'd be on board. But I can't. It looks black and white. It looks too plain to me.
So where did you fall with the last Winter Classic? Because people lost their mind over it, saying
everybody
St.
was
Louis.
like,
It was, I guess you got to keep doing different things. But my two favorite are the two prior Winter Classics.
Yeah.
Like those would be like my go-to home and aways if they were. And I'd be on board. I'm not even a white at home guy, but I would be with that 2022 that they wore in Minnesota. That's maybe my favorite overall.
I like those too.
Well,
Those are the.
Was that the all yellow or is that the baby blue? Like
It was the cream with the blue
yeah.
It was
and the
kinda-
blue note.
They did just white for the last ones, or was that a cream or like a more cream color?
It was white.
Was it white?
Yeah.
So in between that, the O'Reilly frozen, facial hair one. Yeah, I like that one too. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I dig the 17 Winter Classic. I dig, but I missed out. I didn't get one, and I want the circle neck, the towel neck type. And so the heritage jerseys they wear are just a straight out V-neck regular jersey. Yeah.
Speaking of O'Reilly, man, did you guys see that the Preds are talking about possibly sending him off somewhere?
Yeah.
One of the only productive people on their team.
Insane.
They're like, he was like, you might go.
I know you said you're a friend of the organist of the. I can't stand them. I can't stand their fan base. I can't stand the team. I almost dislike them more than the Blackhawks or the Wings, honestly. And I talked to Justin about this not too long ago, and if you know the organist, he's probably in on this if he's been there since the time they started. They coach that fan base how to fan, right? So before the team actually started playing hockey, they held these fan sessions where they would come in and they were like, this is what you do after a goal. This is what you do. That's why they do the chants and stuff. And then they collectively picked out what the catfish was going to be and stuff. And it's like micromanaged fandom, you know?
Hey man,
I don't know. Plus their jerseys are ugly.
I don't
So
hate
ugly.
their jerseys as much, man.
Yeah.
I like the Preds.
Man,
They're
I like them better than I did early on with the silver and the whatever.
Yeah. The wavies. They had wavies.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, talking about like other sports in general too. You're a massive Chiefs fan, aren't you?
Yes.
You just went.
And
You went to the last game, right?
I went preseason with my daughter, you know, kind of between Cardinals and Blues, and we got to get out there, man. We had front row seats right behind the Chiefs bench, and it was like one of the games where they actually started their starters.
Yeah.
So we got to see Mahomes, all those guys, and that was just. And I've been to Kansas City tons of times, which is part of the reason it's easier for me to root for them. And I played for the Royals too. I played for Kansas City Royals, 2010 to 2015 for like special event games.
Get out
So,
of here.
Yeah,
No
they
way.
bring me over for like, hey, we're doing
Way.
night, or we're doing like throwback night or whatever, and I play like 5 or 6 games a year over there for special nights. So salute to the Negro Leagues night. Yeah, because they didn't have an organist. They wanted like that throwback feel, so they'd hire me to come over. But anyway, and I've been over there a bunch of times otherwise too to watch the Cardinals play, and I love Kansas City. It's a great town, and so it's easy for me to root for them.
Barbecue?
Yeah, I mean Gates is great,
Yeah.
but can't really go wrong anywhere there.
Yeah.
That
I have
is
not
true story.
experienced the Kansas City barbecue from Kansas City.
yeah.
Road trip.
It's good.
I've had the styles, but I've never
I
actually
like the
had it
sweet and
from
smoky
there.
sauce. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Road
We have
trip.
a lot of mostly hockey road trips planned out.
That's fine.
Mostly hockey Vegas trip for a Vegas Blues game.
Yeah.
I got another jersey thing since you're with us, man, and you remember these. You've been a fan since we've been a fan. Drop that Sabres jersey. I want everybody in here to check this out. Okay, we all know what that jersey is,
Mhm.
right? Do you take
Mhm.
anything away from the crest not being on that jersey? Anybody?
I mean, is it just a buffalo head?
There it is. It's a saber head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that. It's like seeing the FedEx arrow.
Yeah.
Well, what's the
I
saber?
never
the
saw
FedEx
it.
the FedEx arrow it does mess with you when you find
Yeah.
when somebody points it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it'll
remember.
ruin your life.
Yeah, the
Did
damn
you-
arrow.
I didn't know. So everyone collectively knew that was a.
Yeah.
You guys all knew that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No clue.
No,
I
just
saw
seen
it. I'm
that.
like,
it was like one of those paintings
Yeah.
that you're staring at the mall, being like,
Yeah.
if I just cross my eyes the right
it's
way.
a sailboat. It's
Yeah.
actually.
So you know about the Hartford Whaler jerseys, right?
Yes. Yeah, I do. know
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, those are
You'll
cool,
have to
too.
explain Who the Hartford Whalers are to Justin though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, look, I got into hockey later on in life.
He
I
got into hockey when he could gamble, Jeremy.
That's fine. That's cool.
I used
Better
to
late than never.
watch a lot of like 90s hockey when I was a kid, only because I wanted to watch Seinfeld. And
Yeah.
the
That's
rule
a
in
good
my
call.
house.
Go
The
ahead.
rule
Yeah.
in my house was I had to be in bed at a certain time, but I could leave my TV on and I could watch Seinfeld. So I'd literally I'd watch the last 2 periods of the Blues game. I'd have to sit through the 9 o'clock news, and then I could watch Seinfeld. And then I go eat lunch with this dude every day
In grade school.
in grade school and stuff. And he'd be like, dude, you guys see like Cujo get that, that shutout last
shutout.
night and all that shit. And I'd be like, dude, did you see what Kramer did? Like,
To the
yeah. It's either that or I'd be like, dude, did you see how many shootings there were in St. Louis?
We're
Like-
sitting down at lunch. I'm like, Hall got 4 goals last night.
Yeah.
He's like, do you know what's going on in the Middle East?
Yes, exactly. So I got into hockey later on in life. So like going on through, like Austin Matthews is my favorite player because I saw him enter the league.
That's
So
something.
that's when I started watching hockey.
It's a good question for guests too, especially hockey driven guests. We'll have to get to one of these days, man. Which just means you're gonna have to come back. And it's like, who did you start watching their career and actually saw it end? and that kind of tells everybody what time frame you watch hockey. You know, I know we're coming up. We got something we want to do real quick, but I do want to get to the let's settle it.
Okay.
So Justin always puts together a let's settle it for us, and there's no. It's kind of like our icebreaker questions, man. There's no wrong answer.
And we do have we got a question from Jason from the
from the Blues Hockey Pod. Jason,
Jeremy, can we get some Run the Jewels mix into song selections you play during the games? Love catching some of the stuff you play while watching the games on TV.
Run the Jewels, huh?
Run the Jewels mixed into the song selection.
I'd have to look into it, but never know.
Jewels, yeah. There you go, man. Request right there.
There you go.
Oh, we love Jason. Jason killing it out there.
Yep.
We're waiting for the last episode, man. I do love that too. And he says the same thing. I love listening to that in between calls and stuff, you know, like you're sitting on your couch, but you can hear him playing. And it's so damn cool, man. It's cool as hell to see. And I pick up on it every once in a while. And
you know what I think's funny? You know what I think's funny is so like a lot of times I don't get to eat before games because like I'm leaving at like 3:30, I'm getting to the arena, and by the time the game's over, it's 10:30, whatever. So a lot of times I'll stop at like B-Dubs and grab something to eat on the way home, and I'll go in there and they'll have the replay of the game going on, and I'll hear me play, and I just grin, and like nobody has no idea, you know. And I'm just kind of smiling because it's like, hey, that's me.
That's awesome.
It's kind of funny
the whole time, man.
Yeah.
That's like when you see like pictures of people like sitting next to, like there was a picture of somebody sitting next to Nylander wearing a Maple Leafs jersey, like on the train, and he had no idea that he's sitting next to Nylander. It's a really funny.
No
picture.
idea.
That's funny.
Which you got to let's
okay,
settle
let's
it,
settle
right?
it. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, macaroni and cheese should be eaten with a spoon or a fork. I don't know why I
said spoon, not a fork.
Not a fork.
You buried the lead.
Spoon or a fork. I keep on meaning I keep getting these off of like some
we
teacher's
have
website.
Company. What are you doing? Come on,
listen.
Do you remember that time we had her here and you misspelled every damn God?
I did.
You're embarrassing me. So, Jeremy,
macaroni and cheese, spoon or fork.
Spoon or fork.
I'm going fork.
Fork. I'm gonna jump in. I'm going fork as well.
Okay.
Same.
However,
Yeah,
fork, Mikey.
It depends though. Are we doing regular traditional elbow macaroni and cheese? Or are we being stupid and throwing like penne or rotini or bow tie pasta?
Fancy with it.
Are we getting fancy with it, or are we just going out of the box, dumping the Kraft into the thing and mixing the milk and the butter and
just Kraft mac and cheese?
You going Kraft mac and cheese?
I'm going a fork.
So
fork?
I'm the only spoon.
And unfortunately, you're probably the only one that's correct. You know why?
Why?
Look at every box of macaroni and cheese.
There's a spoon on it.
There's a spoon on the box every single time.
Look, I will do a fork.
Yeah.
If there's other things on the plate that require a fork.
Yeah.
Yeah, like green beans.
Right.
Okay. Then I'm not dual silverwaring it out. But if I'm just mac and cheese, like one of those quick ones, you add water and then you throw in the microwave for a minute.
You're forking it.
Spoon.
Oh, you're spooning.
I'm gonna grab a spoon because you got to stir it and then you're just.
You still stir it with a fork though.
Yeah.
You can't take a
getting
spoon and get noodles on the spoon like bugles on your finger though. Right?
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I mean, I'm just scooping it up and eating it.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeremy?
Yeah, he's a fork.
I mean, for me, I think so a lot of times it's just conserving silverware. So like, a lot of times whenever we're doing it, like my daughter and I will make like steak and like shells and cheese when we have it. So it's like I'm using the fork already, so I'm just going to stick with the fork rather than now I got to wash spoons. And it's like, I'm just going to stick with the fork.
You don't want to bring utensils to a meal as if you're, excavating. You need like 3 different tools,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
We're not that fancy.
Right. Less maintenance as possible. I'm with you, man.
Yep.
Man, the last thing we want to do, we don't want to run you too late, man, but
Katie's a spoon.
We play
Good for her.
We play a game.
Sorry, I love you, wife. My bad.
He was willing to make money until he died for you. The game we like to play with every single guest that comes on here is Tribute. Now, notoriously, I am god awful at this game, and it hurts my soul. But this is kind of Justin's brainchild, man. So I'm going to let him kind of describe it for you.
All right. So the whole purpose of the game is, so a long time ago, I wanted to create a Styx tribute band, and I wanted to call it Small Pieces of Wood. All right. And everybody thought that was funny. And then I just started coming up with other tribute band names, and then people would guess. So, like, if I was to say, like, Inexpensive Magic, what would that be a tribute band for? Inexpensive would be
Cheap Trick.
There you go.
Nailed
Right?
it. This guy's a musician.
So
come on, dude.
So the whole premise of the game, gonna give you a tribute band. You got to try to guess what that band name would be, right?
And they're all playing.
And you're going up against and we're sticking, all the 90s alternative.
So yeah, another little hint that I got from Jacob was 90s alternative. I also asked you flat out, but that seems to be your wheelhouse, right? So that's kind of where we're gonna try to stick to. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will fail. So congrats.
Yeah, and Tim is terrible at this
I'm
game.
so bad at this game.
So
bad.
you got a good chance of winning.
I kick ass on 8-bit tunes.
Yes,
All right.
you do.
All right.
All right, Tim's gonna go first.
All right.
All right, Tim, your first one is Pit.
Pit.
Mm-hmm.
Hole?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I can't believe you got it.
What?
Oh my god.
Now, also, you can steal mine. I know yours, so I can't steal yours, but you could totally steal mine.
Yeah,
We're-
so
we're
if he
keeping
doesn't get it
score
and
here.
you know what it would be,
Yeah.
I cannot believe you got that. I was
Oh,
hoping for, because you could be like, hey, can I get a hint? And I was just gonna be like, possibly murdered somebody.
Did you tell him? He
But-
my lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you give him that you can get a hint as well?
Yeah, you can ask for a hint.
Yeah.
We'll try to. I generally give you either the genre or something.
Yeah.
So one of us.
I
will.
got one. Oh, yes.
All right.
All right.
Jeremy, your first one. Shattered Winter Squash.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, dude.
Tim,
Nailed it.
This is gonna be great.
1-1, man. No, I'm gonna fall
Tim,
off so quick.
spread thickly.
His children out there, bro.
What?
Spread thickly. Spread thickly. You have to give me a hint, man.
Too much makeup.
Too much makeup.
Somebody wears too much
It's not
makeup.
like it's spread thickly. Too much makeup.
Yeah, when somebody wears too much makeup.
Spread thickly. I got absolutely nothing. It's not Kiss. That's makeup. You said makeup. I'm just going to Kiss. So you got it, Mikey?
No,
No.
I'm just laughing at you.
Spread thickly.
Yeah. Or let's say when you apply too much makeup.
You think you got it, Jeremy?
I've never worn makeup, so
Right.
that's the wrong person.
Spread thickly.
It's got nothing
Is
to
that
do.
a terrible hint?
It might be.
It's a terrible hint, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what? 90s
Give me a
alternative.
genre. Yeah, 90s alternative. Spread thickly. If he doesn't have it, I think I might be out. I don't think I have it. I got nuts. Spread thickly.
All right, you're out. Jeremy,
out.
I'm going to give you a hint.
Give him a hint.
Okay.
This is when you apply too much, you are something. Be like, man, that is really on there. Nothing.
I don't know.
It
Doesn't
might
come
be
to
a
mind.
terrible name. Cake.
Okay, now I got you.
Cake.
We have compass.
Spread thickly.
You're
It's
playing
caked
the
on.
B game. This is bush league.
Oh, whatever.
That's bush league, dude.
All
We're gonna talk later.
right. This one's hard.
All right.
This
Oh
one-
yeah.
This is
your
your hard
Jeremy's.
one.
Yeah, and I can't steal. I know this one. Unfortunately.
Whole lot of spirit.
Nirvana.
Oh, that's a good.
No,
guess.
that would
That's
be
that is a
damn
really
that
good
was a
guess.
guess.
That is a
Good
really
guess.
good guess. No,
And I don't have a what would a good
clue.
clue for this band?
It's your game, bro. 90s alternative. The band is in juncture or parallel with another band who I'll just give you, which is Live. It's a band similar to Live, the band Live. That's a good call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We also fought about this one.
Yeah.
For like
This was
days.
a hard
Yeah,
one.
like, I didn't agree with the name, but whole lot of spirit.
Nothing.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Yeah, I don't got it.
Would have been collective
Collective
soul.
soul.
Oh yeah.
It is a hard
Yeah,
one.
It's hard.
Whole lot of kind of.
It throws it
Whole
off,
lot of-
right?
Whole
If it was
lot.
something about like collective some way,
Yeah.
yeah. Because spirit, I'm thinking ghost or something along those lines. But yeah.
Exactly what I
Exactly.
said.
Yeah.
Well, when I said spirit, when he suggested spirit, I said liquor was the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
liquor. It's
Well, the
spirit.
whole lot of throws it off.
Whole
man.
lot of. It's a bad one.
Combination.
It's on me.
Yeah, it's 2 for 2. It's no big deal.
Yeah. You can come up with these on your own. Shrine of the Hound.
Shrine of the House, Temple of the Dog, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going hungry.
That was your easy one.
Is it gimme?
Sailor
Yeah.
of heaven.
Yeah. Temple of the Dog. Shrine of the Hound. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Vision impaired cantaloupe.
Blind melon.
There it is.
Hell yeah.
Nailed
Come
it.
on.
Nailed it.
Tim.
Man, here we go.
All natural lassies.
All natural lassies.
All natural lassies.
This is 90s alternative, right?
Yes.
All natural lassies.
Mhm.
All natural lassies. So I go to Bloodhound Gang. I know it's not. All natural lassies.
Mhm.
Beautiful dogs.
Your
There's a beautiful dogs.
No.
Damn it. All natural lassies.
hint would be fast talker.
Fast talker.
Mhm.
Fast talker. All natural. You got it, Jeremy?
You got it. Jeremy's got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
All natural lassies.
I'm gonna
going-
give it.
I'm
I'm
trying
gonna
to go
give it
dog.
five. I'm gonna give you a 5 count. 5.
Like natural dog. If you
Anything.
got it, man, it's yours.
Jeremy.
It's yours.
It's bare naked ladies.
Hell yeah!
Bare naked ladies.
All natural lassies, dude.
Get out of here.
Bare naked ladies.
Wouldn't it be lasses instead of lassies?
No, ladies is lassies.
Jeremy got it though.
All right, whatever.
Jeremy.
Yeah,
got
he
it.
got it. If he got it, it's good.
You know, Cujo played baseball with the drummer, Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying.
I almost gave you. It would have been a gimme though if I would have said Chinese chicken.
Chinese chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Chippity China. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, Jeremy. Finding the sum of ravens.
Counting crows.
Hell yeah.
Nailed it. Hell yeah.
All right, Tim.
What you got?
Tumble in opposing direction.
Tumble in opposing direction. Tumble in opposing direction.
Yep.
Tumble in opposing direction.
If you don't get this,
Mikey's like, if you don't
give
get
me a
this,
better hint than 90s alternative. Tumble in opposing direction.
This is this guy, the lead singer's second band.
Tumble in
yeah, that ain't gonna help him any.
opposing the second band. Tumble in opposing direction. I'm so bad at this game.
You are.
dude.
Here's. I'll give you a second.
Okay.
hint. Lead singer went to jail.
Oh, it's falling in reverse.
There you
oh,
go.
it's Ronnie.
Jeez, it's
Just
Ronnie.
like Ronnie
Falling
said.
in reverse.
Oh, come on.
That probably was too good of a
that
hint.
was too
Yes.
good for me.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near close though. So
All right,
we're
what's
good.
the score right now?
I got 2. I got 3, and he's got 4. Man.
All right,
Yeah.
Jeremy. Jeremy won.
Yeah, he's
First and
gonna win.
foremost.
Yeah.
But here is your last one. Twisting physicians.
Spin doctors.
Nailed
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Hell yes,
Damn, he's
dude.
good at the game.
Killed it. You bring a musician on the show and you give him this.
I know.
Come on.
You win, man.
You win, man. Thank you so much. Man, one of these days, you're
I
just gonna
apologize for the whole lot of
embarrass me.
oh, whatever.
Embarrass.
And you
You
couldn't
embarrass
get
yourself.
spread thickly.
Embarrass
It's
me.
cake.
Bag full of spirits. That'd be like, okay, I got you. Collect it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
collective soul. Embarrass me. Man, we I tell you what, like we will get the shirt together. Eventually, we're gonna have the Mostly Hockey Podcast Fest shirt, and every band we've ever done that with is gonna be on the back of it as a tour shirt, and we're gonna send those out to all the guests. It's gonna be great. A huge deficit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who's paying for? Did you LLC this?
No. That's
Damn
coming out of your pocket.
Awesome. Man, I mean, that's like right at an hour. I know you got stuff going on, man, so we want to let you go, but we can't thank you enough for coming on and taking the time with us, man. We love listening to you. It's insane the jobs you do.
Thank you.
Don't know how the hell you have all that, plus do the health journey, which is incredible, and be an amazing father, friend, everything in the middle. Man, hats off to you. That's incredible.
Thanks.
So,
Appreciate it.
and anytime you ever have a second to come on, we want you back on, man.
Sounds good, man.
Right on. So,
Cool.
you guys got anything else for her?
No.
No.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank
No
you
problem.
very
Thanks for
much,
having me.
man.
Right
Thank you.
on.
Thank you.
We'll let you go.
right.
Thank you, man.
All right. See ya.
That's awesome. God, look at that, huh? What you guys think of that? That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
That was good.
Why?
God, that dude's awesome. I have liked that guy's stuff for a long time, man. I never thought for sure he would come on, let alone give
He
us
saved it.
a whole hour.
He saved it.
Give us a whole hour. You want to hear something
You making
crazy?
mashed potatoes over there?
I saw this guy the other day.
I don't like the way it sounds. I'm wearing headphones, and I don't like the way it sounds.
I saw a man rollerblading by means of transportation the other day. And do you want to know why I know he was rollerblading by means of transportation? He had a uniform on for a restaurant, and he was going in the direction of the restaurant. The hell was the last time you saw somebody rollerblading by means of transportation? They don't have a car. They don't have a bike. They rollerbladed to work.
A couple of weeks ago through Centralia, I saw somebody rollerblading with a backpack on. I don't know where he was going. Probably not work, but he was rollerblading. Yeah,
Rollerblading.
and not rollerblades. Actually, he had quads on. I'm not joking. This dude had quads, dude, going down the streets of Centralia.
The rollerblade.
You seen it?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
The rollerblade.
Going backwards.
One rock.
His slow skate with his girlfriend.
The streets of Centralia are just riddled with quad skaters.
Dude, Tim has to listen to me tell people in Centralia all the time on how shitty their city is. Just, I do. I tell him, I flat out. Oh, I'll just be like, this place is a shithole. Yeah, 100%. And that's what I'm gonna do from now on. Anytime he tries to eat, I'm gonna make him just spit it out because
You guys really think I wasn't going to eat something silly? Come on.
yeah,
That was awesome. You guys killed it.
No, that was great.
yeah.
A little upset with you. All right.
Fucking spread
Just
spread
a little.
thickly means to cake something on.
No, let's go
Cake.
back. Let's go back to let's settle it. When you told everybody what the answer was.
What?
Mac and cheese, spoon, not fork.
I didn't read it. Like I said, I'm
You have one job, Justin.
I have a disease.
I'm on this website that's like it's like for teachers, and it has a bunch of those, right? So that's where I'm getting a lot of those.
Correctly then.
But the last two I've just stolen off of the like screenshot it and then cropped it and just threw it up there without reading it, and I need to rephrase it.
FBI came in, embarrassed me in front of my family. All right, man.
What's up, Barry?
Who we got in
Georgia
Barry?
segment with
Hey,
Jeremy.
Barry. What's up,
I eat
man?
my mac and cheese with a fork always.
Most of us do, man. I'm telling you.
I'm not against it.
Fork's the way to
See,
go.
Mr. Schrader gets it.
I'm not against
But
it.
honestly, I mean, no, I'm not joking. Like, look up any package of mac and cheese, instant mac and
Probably
cheese.
has
There's a
spoon on it.
spoon on the front of
Yeah.
every single one of them.
Like I said, if I'm just mac and cheese, I'm going spoon always because you
Yeah.
got to stir it up and all that stuff, and I'm not wasting another, something
That
different.
makes sense.
But if
I
I'm
get
eating mashed potatoes, if I'm eating, green beans, and I got a whole plate of food, fork is the way to go. And I always go the small fork. I don't like big forks. I don't like big silverware at all.
You guys
Fuck
ever
those
shotgun
things.
a bag of chips like that? That was hardcore.
I've seen you shotgun 23 White
If it-
Castles.
If I go to your house and you give me this big spoon, I'm gonna throw it in your face.
Oh, my cereal spoon?
Yeah,
No,
I hate the big spoons, man. Jamie
No, no,
tries
no,
to hand me like a big fork or a big, and I put them away. I don't.
There-
I gotta go get the little.
There
one.
was a time, Brooke Royal, where I took a serving spoon and a mixing bowl, and that was my cereal bowl and my cereal spoon. And you just bring the gallon of milk in the living room with you, Man, yeah, I hope everybody dug that, man. I hope everybody thought that was pretty cool. I'm so stoked we had him on. I want to get him back too. It would be really cool to have him come back.
Absolutely.
We got all the canned answers and whatnot, out of the way. Are you gonna hit that sandwich? I saw you going to it.
Well, actually, I was gonna.
Yeah.
What do you guys hoping for? Mammoth?
Yeah, it's still
It's a lot better. It's a lot better than the Wasatch. They were talking about the Utah Wasatch. was
I
going to
don't
be
even
in.
know what that is.
It's a mountain range. I
Down-
see it.
down at the
I'm-
bottom.
You were great and great. Yeah.
No, it's just not great.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell a Wasatch is. First off, I meant to look that up after you said it.
I
don't know
mean,
what that
dude, I'm
means.
mammoth all day.
Mammoth's the only way to go, and I mean what I said too. If they don't have Wolfie come out and play the anthem of their first game after they're renamed the Mammoth, then they're just as dumb as not including the Yeti on the cup sales. You know,
Jamie's like, I love the big spoon. All right, yeah, but check out this sandwich.
yeah.
guys.
Look at this. I had so many people send me
Yeah,
this.
I saw that like 2 weeks
Jesus
ago, and I was
Christ,
like,
man.
"Oh, I don't know."
What
if
are
I
we
could do
doing here? What
They're
are
calling
we
it the
doing here?
grilled 3 sandwich.
the grilled 3 sandwich.
The grilled 3.
Isn't this all just a variation of the
that. They
the
just need
flux
to call it the
capacitor?
grilled threes. Call it the
Oh,
grilled
no,
threes.
you call that the grill try.
The tri grill?
The try grill. The try grill.
The tri grill.
TM.
Well,
Mostly hockey TM.
the girl cooking it called it the grilled 3 sandwich.
The grilled 3
the
sandwich.
grilled threesome?
It's
But
okay. In the
No.
three-way.
Barstool Sports. They reposted it. I
Yeah.
thought it was
I
fun.
had a bunch of people send me that, and they're like, "Where does this fall on the level of flux capacitor sandwich?"
I give it a day in court.
I gave it a day in court. That's 3 sandwiches.
That's a lot of bread.
We do
Tim,
have.
Tim used to like roll around and have a dessert sandwich. Have you ever heard of that shit?
Well, yeah, I've heard of that.
I'd be talking to him. He have a lunch, and then I'm hearing him on the phone,
Munch
just
on
still
something else.
numbing. And I'm like, "What are you eating now?" He's like, "A peanut butter and jelly." And I was like, "You just had like a ham and cheese or something?" He was like, "This is my dessert
This is
sandwich."
dessert sandwich.
I'm like, "God damn,
I'm
dude!"
not taking no shit from the Supreme Biggie Man King, Biggie Bag King. Like, come on,
Dude,
dude.
the Supreme Biggie Bag is delicious.
And now he's the Supreme Mac Sack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Jack in the Box got smash burgers now.
Yeah. How was that?
It was decent.
Tell me how mediocre that was.
No, it was very good. Very
Tell
good.
me about that drive-through
It had-
smash burger.
It had like some kind of like sauce on it, like
Yeah.
chipotle sauce almost. They had like really good onions.
Yeah.
It was delicious. It was great. And it was a decent size. It's super expensive.
Yeah. How
It
much?
was fucking, I think me and Jamie ate there. It was like $36. It's so much
Jeez.
money, bro.
Nope.
I got some tacos too. But
No.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Hey, the Blues made some moves. You got a graphic for me there? Jesus.
Oh, speaking of graphics,
$37.
when you said earlier, you were like, "Hey, give me that video." It's at the bottom. I went to the bottom. Was like sideburns, and you're like, "No." you said at the bottom.
You were at the comments. I was like, hey, get down to the videos.
Yeah, but you said it's the video at the bottom. You got to be more specific.
You fucked up the graphic.
You got to be
for
more
Let's Settle
specific,
It.
homeboy.
You get like your spelling is notorious on this show, Justin. The only thing you've redeemed yourself with is fixing that board in 5 seconds, which
I
is
did do that.
hell yeah.
I did
dude.
do that.
Hell yeah. So I know, Mikey, how you feel about this?
So
Yeah.
I was over the Perunovic experiment a year and a half ago. I mean,
Yeah.
I said at the beginning of this season, no, I'm done with it. I'm over it. If he's not going to play, ship him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't send him down because I think he's still had a one way.
I'm all for freeing up.
I'm all for it.
Make
Bye.
some room.
Later,
freeing up
dude.
Anything,
Hey,
anything that possibly
he
can.
went on like 2 assists and a goal that game.
That's
Okay.
fine.
But whatever.
Some
Yeah.
of the people that's going down in the minors, like you guys see Grubauer.
I saw that. He cleared
He
waivers.
cleared
He
waivers.
cleared
bro.
waivers.
Yeah.
What
This
the
is a
fuck?
weird year, man.
Yeah.
Well-
I mean, yeah,
Weird.
it's super weirdly. I mean, you look at like Swayman, what he did last year, as far as goalies go.
Yeah.
Like Swayman, what he did last year compared to what he looks like this year. Old Mark, though, Ottawa,
Ottawa's got a strong chance
Ottawa.
to make the playoffs.
they're third.
Yeah.
They're third.
They've got a strong chance to keep that.
They're
But that's
third
the
in their
thing, like,
division.
the team,
When did that happen? That's what I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't watching.
I
that.
wasn't paying attention.
I was more
either.
amazed by the Capitals and what they were doing and all that shit. And then all
The
of a sudden,
Rangers
Ottawa-
being pure
the-
dog shit.
Yeah, the Rangers
half
just,
the
just,
season.
just fucking
Oh,
dog
man,
water.
man.
And then you like out of the blue, I look and I'm like, Ottawa's in it.
So
Like they're
Ottawa,
right now,
Ottawa
they,
and Columbus.
They're in it.
Columbus is the team I'm keeping my eye on right
Columbus
now.
has a better shot of getting
So,
in there.
Ottawa making a push makes sense because Ottawa
Omar.
also eyeballing who I don't have a graphic for, but Sad goes down, right? On waivers. And then later on clears waivers and then files for what? Who is this? What? You threw it up there and took it away so quick.
ER Entertainment Review. Your boy Blunt. Don't feel bad. My spelling is awful as well.
Hell yeah, dude. I get it. Like, yeah. Thanks for watching, man.
I love how Jamie's like, never again.
Never
yeah.
again.
Yeah, with the Jack in the Box.
$37
Yeah.
for burgers from Jack in the Box. Sod goes down. He clears waivers. Nobody picks him up. I don't have a graphic for it. And then now they're talking, contract termination for mutual, whatever. But Ottawa, I saw Ottawa is rumored. Ottawa and the Oilers are looking at him. So yeah.
Oilers picking up our sloppy seconds.
I got a video there. One more hockey thing real quick. I got a video of Mr. Brad Marchand. You guys see
now
this?
the glove came off. Right. The glove came off, and it was I thought it was going to be a forearm shipper. It's like, no, I'm just going to grab you. Slight chokehold and then grab onto the jersey. Kind of chuckle there. I mean, Brad Marchand has had a few unique things after the wins. He's licked people. He's had the lick. Maybe
He's got the lick.
Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse? What the hell was he going to do? Rip his throat out?
Yeah.
He took his
He's
glove
a rat,
off.
dude. He sucks.
He took his glove off.
To put his hand around some dude's throat. Like,
What are we doing?
I don't
So,
understand.
all right, boys, in keeping with the Mostly Hockey podcast tradition, that action on the ice right there granted one of two things. Anything from a 0-game suspension to a 175-game suspension. Where did he get on that Adam's apple grab?
And
He
Mikey,
probably got a $2,500 fine, and that was probably it.
What do you think?
nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Not a call, not a penalty, not a nutta. Ain't not a nutta on that play.
I'd have gave him a game.
Whoa.
That's astonishing.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, you can't
Took
do
his
that.
glove off.
Took his glove off. You can't do that.
What are we doing?
I mean,
Like-
didn't Burroughs get like 2-game suspension for biting dude's fingers back in the playoffs years ago?
Yeah.
Uh,
Nothing. Nothing.
Good job, George
Insane.
Peros.
Killing it.
Department of Player Safety stepping up.
Killing it. I don't get it, man. So also more hockey. I know we're rolling through hockey here, man. Chucky Sideburns. You call him Charlie Sideburns.
Yeah.
I call him Chucky Sideburns.
Chucky Sideburns.
You remember them? They called him Chucky Sideburns. Am
Yeah,
I
we
right
called
on
him
that?
Chucky
I
Sideburns
thought
when he was
so.
here.
Almost positive. Check this shit. Have you seen this?
No.
Mr. Superman come flying.
blow it up.
Ahead to Di Giuseppe. Goalie's out. Oh, a sprawling save. Caught by Lindgren. Scrambling back. Keeps the Caps within one. Now he heads to the bench again. This time all the way there.
The Canucks hanging on. Miller with a big block. Charlie Lindgren keeps the Caps within one with this unbelievable save. He recognizes, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. And like a shortstop, flat out on the Di Giuseppe play. Lindgren, maybe as good a save as you're going to.
Man, he sprawled out.
Dude.
That was so nice.
Why did they fucking get rid of him? Why?
No
Why
room.
didn't they?
No room.
They.
We already had plans for Hofer to be called up to be the backup. There was no room for him here.
No room, man.
Fucking.
I wish they would have
Wild.
kept him.
Yeah.
But he also had a really bad year last year.
Yeah, he
But
didn't have a good
him
year last
being the
year.
backup to Logan Thompson this year, it's night and day difference.
I don't have it either. Logan Thompson signs.
Signs, yes.
5 years?
I think it was 5 or 6 year deal.
5 mil? No.
I thought it was 6 mil.
6 mil a year? I didn't
He's
get
earned it.
Yeah, yeah.
Regardless
absolutely.
of if it's 5
Yeah,
or 6,
yeah.
he's earned it.
I had a breakdown of the highest paid goalies in the league, and I didn't get that. I didn't get to
I
that.
did
But
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
it's up there.
Shesterkin is
Yeah.
the highest.
I
at
saw
11
Shesterkin
points.
going at somebody too. Again.
Yeah.
Like, was he trying to fight and get hurt? Is that what he's doing? Like,
I mean,
like-
dude, they ain't going to go to the playoffs.
he came
Might
out
as
of
well.
the crease to go get somebody.
Might as well.
Oh, that was
um,
Brady. That was like the Ottawa game. That was him going after
We
Brady.
had that.
Oh,
He did it
again?
again. Yeah,
Oh,
he did it like
Jesus.
the other night. I didn't pull
Come
it,
on,
but
Igor.
yeah, what are you doing? Like, keep the fucking hands and the gloves and the blockers. And then there is, the gigantic 3-way trade. That,
This was astonishing.
yeah, I got a couple graphics on this. What? Like, I think Mikey summed this up the best with a graphic that I should have pulled and put up here, and that was just the Blackhawks sitting in the cuck chair of the hotel room. What the hell are we doing here? So Rantanen and Hall to the Canes and you send Nietzsche's
Jack Drury.
Yeah, Drury, and then picks back to the Avalanche, and you got the Blackhawks sitting there with a pick. But go to the full details that actually happened, and you've got this, which is at the bottom. Chicago receives the 2025 third-round pick and retains 50% of Rantanen's salary.
Well, Hall wanted out.
Yeah,
Like they wanted him out. He wanted out.
Another Edmonton first-rounder.
Did you see
Yeah.
Bedard was pissed that Taylor Hall was gone?
Yep.
Oh, he's mad. That kid's
Yep.
not having a good year.
You might be right. He might not sign with them.
He's not going to sign with them. I don't think he stays. I don't think he's willing to put up with another 7 years, which is what it's probably going to take.
It's going to take a lot.
Yeah, I don't think he puts up with it at all. And he's already got that new era feel to him where he's like, this is my team, and then what I say goes. There's no way. There's no way.
It's not how it works.
It's still wild that Rantanen, and you look at that and you're like, if you wouldn't have signed that Landeskog deal, would you have had the money to retain him?
But Landeskog's killing it, dude.
Exactly. Landeskog hasn't played fucking hockey since fucking Obama was in. Obama was president, I think. I'm pretty fucking sure.
This is year 3.
Yeah, it's
Avatar came out.
fucking Avatar 1 was like out. It's wild.
You know what's messed up?
That they signed that shit and then he hasn't played since.
You want to hear something ridiculous about Landeskog? I will forever tie him to the fact that I started playing fantasy hockey the year that he quit playing hockey, and I'm on my 3rd year of fantasy hockey, and I had him. So I had him and I picked him up and held him.
You kept him. You're
he's a keeper, bro.
He's a keeper, dude.
Yeah,
he'll be good.
Nothing.
No,
ridiculous, man.
And if they wouldn't have made that, would they have been able to retain Rantanen?
Who knows?
Yeah,
dude want him. I mean, he was going to get paid.
Yeah, I mean,
he's gonna
get paid.
Yeah.
Like, he isn't getting paid yet. He's gonna
get paid.
He won't be getting paid by Colorado.
And this
but
is
have
the
you
thing.
seen the rumors?
Huh.
That Colorado, that wasn't the only deal they were in the process of making.
Mitch Marner.
I did see something about this.
No, it wasn't Marner. They were trying to go after Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
Well, they also went after Mitch Marner. They inquired about Mitch Marner before Rantanen.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby.
He finishes his shit.
Dude, Dubas out there in Pittsburgh.
He had a sweet OT winner the other night.
He's actively searching for somebody to take on all of Erik Karlsson's contract. They are literally trying to fire sale the entire Pittsburgh Penguins organization because they ain't making the playoffs this year.
No.
You
bought your cups. We were talking about this. You just bought your cups.
You just sent your starting goaltender down the AHL.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry, Mike.
You're good.
No joke.
Happens at least once a week.
Send him down to the minors.
Yeah. Like, I mean, dude, they don't have goaltending. They have the big 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Which are the old 3.
The old 3.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, they got some other people. I'm not, you can't discount. Like, what, Rust is on that team,
Yeah,
right?
Rust is on that team, but he spent majority of the year injured already as it is.
He's in IR for a long time.
But either which way, it's going to be a rebuild.
Yeah. Which is what, and we'll go ahead and talk. We'll go ahead and say it. Like, Blues don't look like to me. They don't look like they're making the playoffs, right?
No.
It doesn't bother me, honestly. Donnie Fandango on the Last Minute Blues podcast said it the best. He started this. Donnie Fandango, by the way, a huge Buffalo Bills fan. Poor guy, right? So he started the podcast by saying, look, like, the Blues don't look to be making the playoffs. And he's like, I don't care. He shares my exact same thought. I don't care. They won one. I always said for my entire life, one. Give me one. They did. They could not make the playoffs for the rest of my life, and I wouldn't. It would suck.
It would suck.
It would suck, but I'm okay.
It's fine. Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
He's like, coming from a standpoint of a Buffalo Bills fan that have never won.
Yeah.
Right. And close, never make it. He's like, this is better to have one than to still want one.
And I mean, and 2019 was magical. I mean, what a fucking season for you to win.
You watch
right?
the director's cut. I watch the director's cut.
So
I watch it all the time.
But it's still, you're allowed to be critical of it.
Yeah,
you're allowed to bitch about it. And well, you still want them to win. You still want them to go.
What I wanted to bring it up for was that we're not full rebuild. We're starting to feel a little bit like that,
we're starting to feel it. We'll know for sure once the deadline gets here in a couple of weeks. We'll know for sure because going back to when they put Saad on waivers, that I watched the little like 9-10 minute, press conference that Armstrong did. And he was talking about, the guys we brought in, Suter, Fosca.
He's not here next year. Suter's
going to retire. He's going to retire. So, I mean, that's league minimum, though, coming off your thing.
Right.
But he said, of the 4 guys that we brought in, Holloway, Broberg, Fosca, and Suter, they've all 4 done exactly what we've asked them to do.
Yeah.
What we have expected and what, before the season started, what we required of them. They've all 4 done it.
Yeah.
But you've got guys that have been here for a while now who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's time for a change. You got to shake it up. I was like, holy shit, he actually acknowledged part of the problem. Like I thought for sure at the beginning of the year, oh, hey, look, here's another one of our captains that's going to potentially be traded because they're not doing good. And Shin comes out and he's had a phenomenal year, and he showed why he has that C on his jersey.
100%.
All the time, every game now. This year, Shin has been amazing.
Who fights our fights?
Buchnevich, I'm starting to think that was a bad signing.
Who fights all the fights? Who drops the gloves?
You think Booch is a bad signing?
I think Buchnevich might be a bad signing.
He was benched for 9 minutes the other night.
I think Buchnevich getting that extension might be another one of those bad signings from Armstrong.
I think that Booch,
and I think he knows it too.
Or is it possible that he's sick and tired of the people that he has to play with on his line?
I think the majority,
them not doing what
I think
they're
the majority
supposed to
of
be doing.
Booch's problem this year was he started and played half the year on center.
I think that's also
he's
the
not
same
a
thing.
centerman.
No,
The
he's
hell
not a
did you
centerman,
try
yeah.
that for? So like he spent
Plays
half
right
the year.
wing, doesn't he?
He's a winger. He's not a centerman, and like they played him center for over half the season.
Yeah.
Why? Trying it?
Because we had nobody else to play center.
Make any sense, man? I don't know, but clearly, like they're not going to make it. I don't think this year. I've seen, God, dude, the social media presence of what this team should do.
Yeah. All the armchair GMs that are out there on social media. Yeah, no.
Jesus, man.
Stupid.
It is insane. Blow it up. Trade Bennington. Like
Bennington's your most consistent.
Yeah.
I saw the last 2 years.
I'm sure they watch. I'm sorry. I saw St. Louis Blues Game Time. Right? You remember saying,
oh yeah.
God, I love that.
Yeah.
I hate that it quit, but I get it. It's a paper. I loved those guys. I saw them tweet out today. This is why I would trade Jordan Bennington and then go on this. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, really? So I feel okay. So the retool, and I was an advocate for this, dude. I 100% said every time somebody came at me like they're rebuilding, I'm like, it's not a rebuild, it's a retool. Every single time somebody said that, I defended, no, it's a retool. So the idea for the retool was in 3 years we'll be in the playoffs.
Yep.
This is the third year. This third year right now. Mm-hmm. So they're either a year off or they are secretly entering a rebuild. And you're going to know that.
You're going to know once the trade deadline hits. If you're committing to the retool.
Yep.
Or if you're full blown, okay, you know what? I was wrong. We'll rebuild. Hey, Steen, you could take over after this year.
Justin, you're given the keys of the car. How are you driving it? This season going in, what do you do for the Blues? You're always talking splash. Like, what do you do?
You trade the top line for picks, retain no salary, pick up a superstar.
Such as?
Yeah, you got to be more specific. You can't just say superstar. There's a lot of them out there.
Well, who's out there that's going to be out there? I mean, Ratnan would have been great. Nietzsche's is also a young superstar.
How you like
not
that Nietzsche's jersey now?
Yeah. But I mean, it depends on who's out there, right? So I'd have to have a list in front of me. I don't know all of the UFAs and all that kind of stuff. But I'm saying at that point,
we'll
have.
Yeah, we'll get
boom.
We'll get that.
I'm keeping Holloway. I'm keeping Broberg. I think both of those are good. I'm keeping Shin. Bennington obviously stays. I'd get rid of
think
Hofer.
Shin retires.
Shin's your Backus.
I think Shin retires as a Blue.
Yeah, I'd get rid of Hofer. Try to pick up somebody.
Ship off Hofer.
Yeah.
Who's going to be your goalie?
Well,
Bennington.
Who's going to be your backup?
We'd have to find somebody.
No,
we'd have to find somebody.
It's the kid that they're talking about bringing up. The St. Louis Game Time talked about bringing up. I want to say Zibanejad, but it's not Zibanejad. His name starts with a Z. He's apparently our next cycle backup.
Okay.
Bring him up. Apparently, he's eligible to come up too. So like you bring him up, that's your backup.
You could
Yeah.
look at some teams like the Rangers and go after Zibanejad, Kreider, Trocheck. They're all up for sale, right?
What's old Chucky Cybers doing for a backup? What's his contract look like?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go that far. I
Yeah.
would probably go after like a Grubauer
Oh,
or a Yari
Yari
and
Jesus.
have that veteran,
Yeah.
He's got the veteran
But
presence
kinda-
in Bennington.
kind of like Quick
Hey, you need a
is
kid.
is jumping in.
You need a kid. I
You
agree.
need-
You need a
You
kid.
need a youngster.
In my
Bennington's
opinion,
your veteran now, dude.
in my opinion, Bennington is not a veteran yet. He is he's a senior.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like he's been there, but he's not, dude. What is he? 27?
He's 37. Like,
No,
he's
he's
136 years old,
Dude,
dude.
talk amongst yourself. I'll find out how old he is.
I don't know, man. I am
He
curious.
spent a lot of years in the minors
Yeah.
before he got called up.
He talked about how Brodeur took his spot. He was ready to
He's
come
31.
Up.
Hey,
Yeah,
he's
he's
older than I
31.
thought.
Yeah.
But still,
So he's 152 in hockey.
okay.
Yeah,
But still,
he's old.
he's still our young goalie.
Yeah.
We got
No.
him for a while.
You don't have him that much longer.
I would pick up somebody else.
8-year contract signed in 2020.
6-year contract.
6-year contract?
Yeah.
So signed in 2020,
Mhm.
year after the cup.
Yeah.
So now you do have him a while longer.
Yeah.
You keep him though.
No,
He
you
retires
keep
here.
him. You
I
keep
hope he gets a fucking statue out front, dude.
But I'm just saying, I'd go after one of these open
Immediately.
goaltenders. You know, whichever
Wow.
one you could possibly nab up.
I'm gonna steal it.
Younger or older,
I'm
but
gonna haul it off on that truck.
I mean, I would look at somebody like a Grubauer.
yeah.
Give
So-
him a
so you're
second
saying-
chance just for the season. I'm
So
not saying
Hofer,
long term.
Hofer's the piece to move. Then that's what you're saying.
I would get rid of him.
Hofer's
I would
still
get rid of
cheap,
a
too.
majority of the team. I would let anything go for picks.
Okay,
as
so
much as
then
possible.
my real
free
question
up
for
cap
you
space
then,
and
my real question is, who's your untouchables?
Shin, Bennington,
then Shin
Pareko.
I would.
Parayko's going nowhere.
Parayko's having his best season he's ever had, and he just had.
He had a good season last year too.
Offensively
I can't-
and
He's having
defensively,
he's having a
having
career
a hell
season.
of a season.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
I'll
in
give
the
you I'll give you
background-
Broberg, Holloway, Parayko, Shin,
Yeah,
and then
Parayko's in the background because the team is doing so poorly. You don't see how career of a year Parayko's having.
Yeah.
Like he's having a career year, and it sucks so much so that Toronto inquired about
And
him
then we
again.
got- we
not
got a-
just the first time.
we got a couple kids coming up.
Yeah, I
know,
mean you got
Snuggerud,
Dvorsky.
Dvorsky. Starting to think that Snuggerud doesn't want to play for the Blues because he keeps choosing to go down and play in college.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people being like, wait a minute. Is this kid the next, potential superstar and he doesn't actually want to be here?
Soaking up the college.
There's talk of Dvorsky coming up before the season's over with.
Yeah.
Just
Kid's
'cause?
murdering it in the AHL.
Yeah.
Murdering.
I would like to see Young come up, get a superstar, and then build around there with
Yeah.
anything else
Just
that
go ahead
you
and
could
say it,
possibly
man.
grab in the league.
Cairo Thomas. Which one are you gonna get rid of?
Cairo. Cairo, 100%. I do like Thomas. I just don't like his contract. Like I
Thomas
said,
is a
it's
more
too-
franchise player for us. I
Two
think.
2 million too much.
Yeah.
I'd be completely happy with Thomas's 6 mil.
Mhm.
I've said it a billion times. Cairo, same thing. I'd be happy with that at 6 mil, and you could put both of them on top on the second line. I'd be perfectly happy with that. But I want that top guy.
Yeah.
You know
I hear you.
that guy that I feel you have that guy, then everybody else elevates their game because he's out there.
Because
I look at it like the movie Goon,
okay.
right?
That's
You know?
such a great movie.
That's a good
With old boy, the second he bought in,
They all bought in.
everybody bought in, and that's what I'm looking for. When I say superstar, I'm looking for that guy that's like, no, dude,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking all-star.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there, and everybody else fucking
to
joins
the
on.
to the Blues, when you say you're looking for a superstar, though, we hear rental because that's all we've ever had
That's
is
all
a
we've ever
rental.
had.
Yeah,
You
and I
know?
don't want a rental. I want them
No.
to sign a big
We haven't
fucking
had a
contract.
superstar since Brett Hull.
You know,
Which Brett Hall saved hockey in St. Louis.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'd be in Saskatchewan already.
and that's what I want again.
Yeah.
I want that guy. That's everybody's
But,
like, God damn,
dude,
We
dude.
expected Tarasenko to be that.
Yeah.
And in a way, he was.
Tarasenko was great. You can't say he was
No.
terrible.
He's part of the cup.
Yeah, and he's not doing terribly bad in Detroit.
It's a man that loves a paycheck, though.
Yeah.
And a lifestyle.
Mhm.
And a new agent every 6 months. That's still
light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe
floors
you.
me, man.
You guys want to see something insane that I think is terrifying, creepy, and I don't think it's technology we should have?
In the membrane?
Insane in the brain. Go down to that GMC crab walk. Have you seen this? Why?
It's like me coming home from the bar. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Those
It's like
do that. That's a feature on those vehicles. How many times is that
just
going?
for snow, or is that like
Those are GMC. That's a parking feature.
It's like parking feature.
That's a parking
This is something
feature.
Tesla already does.
Yeah, dude. No, can like Teslas do that?
Teslas dance, bro. Like you can hit the dance button and
Okay.
Tesla's doors open up and they
yeah,
spin.
That's cool.
They literally spin in place in a circle.
That's cool.
by themselves.
Those can do that while doing 70. That's what I just saw. So going down the highway,
Yeah,
you're telling me a GMC can just that's terrifying.
dude, just wait until they're driving by themselves and are you guys for self-driving cars or no?
No.
No,
No.
Mikey?
no?
I'm 100% for
Well, you
it.
hate people.
I'm
You're
100% for it.
You think that
I
Thanos
ain't
was
lazy.
right.
How am I lazy?
He's not lazy.
I don't even want to
You
drive.
think that Thanos is right though. That's what he hates people. That's the problem.
Thanos was right.
See?
Like this fucking get this right, dude.
Like-
Like you just got done watching fucking the Winter Soldier
Oh, yeah.
and all that stuff. And,
No.
and the whole
Yeah, the
first
DCs,
season.
the DCs
whole
are
first
back
season.
in on
What?
the
The main
TV shows.
antagonists of that show,
Yeah.
is the people that are like, all these people shouldn't have came back. Life was so much better when they were gone. Even though it sucked that they left, everything in the world got better.
Yeah.
Right?
So hold on a second.
Because there
Thanos-
was more jobs, there was more resources, there was fucking more room.
So Thanos.
Right?
So you want to get rid of half? You want to get rid of half of the people because of the resources? Couldn't you just make more resources?
No, that's not how it works.
So you could snap away everybody, but can't you just snap more resources?
Yeah, we're not going through this. We're not going through this. I'm just saying he was right. 100%.
DCs are back in on Marvel TV shows, and have you watched Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was cool.
Yeah,
Hawkeye was good.
So the end of Hawkeye, though, spoilers, like Wilson Fisk, are you? And the car lot was named Fat Man Car Lot.
Like I said, I'm pretty much out on the Marvel
we're
stuff
back
now.
in, dude. So then we watched Hawkeye, which I had heard was great, and it was. I thought it was good. God damn it, his hair is perfect every time. It's
With
perfect.
the coif,
Oh, it's perfect,
whatever it's called,
dude.
right?
So good. And then
Jeremy Renner, he was good. Jason Bourne too,
putting out a book about that.
and that Jason Bourne, whatever
Never
one he
seen
was
a
in.
Jason Bourne movie ever.
Really?
Not one.
They're actually pretty good.
They're,
I know
they're
they are.
fantastic.
Yeah, the Matt Damon's in it.
Yeah.
Never
Matt
seen
Damon.
Except for
Damon.
the Jeremy Renner one
Yeah.
is taking place during Jason Bourne 1,
Yeah.
and there's a whole other story going on. And
You know why I think I've never watched them? Because I love whenever someone attaches Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Like, and it's just some dude jumping off like a
like off
like
a small trampoline, like onto his
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
doghouse.
it's Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
I've never watched any of those movies though. No,
They're great.
But Hawkeye, yeah. So he's got a book coming out about that snowmobile thing.
Yeah,
Snowmobile
dude,
thing. Yeah.
Have you ever listened to the audio?
No,
The audio
God, I bet it's
of
terrible.
the 911 call of
I
that.
bet that's terrible.
The guy is on 911. You could hear him like
Ugh.
moaning
Really?
in the back.
He
Yeah.
was just out there trying to clear streets for his like subdivision or whatever.
Yeah, it goes.
They
I mean,
got him.
it's no different from old boy from the updated Star Trek movies. I think he played Data or
Obi-Wan
whatever.
Kenobi?
He's a Russian kid.
Vader,
I forget his name. He was also in a movie
I know
called
who you're talking about.
Yoda,
something Thomas. Odd Thomas.
Odd Thomas.
Lone
a great
Star.
movie.
Lone
You're
Star.
talking about
He-
Anton Yelchin. the kid who
Anton
died.
Yelchin.
He was like
The Schwartz.
19 years old.
He was
when
like
died.
19 years old,
Merchandising.
up and coming,
Yeah.
dude. Did a couple really
Mhm.
good movies. He parks his Jeep up at the top of
Mhm.
his fucking driveway.
Pizza the Hut. Yeah.
Walk down to close his gate, right, to like lock it. The Jeep came unparked, rolled back, and pinned him up against the gate.
That's not the Kid Rock thing, is it?
No.
Somebody.
No, Kid Rock was a 4-wheeler accident.
Yeah, and that guy died too.
That was his buddy.
I heard that 911 call.
That's a terrible 911 call too. It's getting dark in here.
Why do we watch these? So there's all this Saturday Night Live stuff coming out because of the 50th year anniversary.
Don't care.
Don't care?
Yeah,
not a Saturday Night Live guy. Not a Saturday Night Live guy.
No.
I'm a Saturday Night Live guy.
No.
It used to be good. I would say mid-late 90s. It was really good.
Yeah.
And then it just went downhill.
You want to hear a tragic DC story about the Saturday Night Live thing? Casey was never a
Not
Saturday Night
really.
Live gal, right? You know.
Just kidding, go.
Casey was never into Saturday Night Live. She was a Mad TV chick, right?
That's fair.
So
look what I can do.
Look what I can do.
Bobby,
I'll tell you everything.
the comedian.
I'll tell you everything.
Oh, what's
Bobby
his name?
Lee.
Bobby Lee.
He
He
was
was,
on
a Mad
there.
TV.
Yeah.
He was always a cop.
He played an Asian guy.
Yeah. He played an Asian cop. Great.
So
I hate it here.
The
Never do
time-
that again. That
the
hurt
time-
like
that
hell.
hurt so bad.
Yeah,
You
don't
deserve
do
it.
that
You
again.
screwed up on Let's Settle It.
I did
the time where Netflix was like really, really beginning, all of Saturday Night Live was on Netflix.
Yeah.
And Casey said she wanted to watch it. And I'm like, well, if you're going to watch it, you got to start from the beginning, 70s style, right? So
The worst ones.
Yep. So she sat through probably the first 2 or 3 seasons of Saturday Night Live. We got almost all the way up to the 80s, which in the 80s, there's some good seasons, but then it gets bad because they damn near canceled it,
Yeah.
right? And it gets worse before it
There's
gets
a
better.
documentary about all this.
Yeah.
Out now.
It gets
You'll love
worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
And then they pulled it from Netflix right before we got to the 90s.
Right before it got kind of good.
I don't think she got to the 80s though. I don't remember
There's
where
skits
she got.
on there that I
She
do
sat
enjoy,
through
but I
all
don't need to
kinds of
watch
70s
it.
though. So there's a movie. You remember I was talking about a movie. Like I listened to a podcast called the Confused Breakfast Podcast.
Yeah.
And they were like rallying for this movie called The Snack Shack. You guys should watch that movie. It's a good movie. It's on Amazon Prime. And it was these 2 like no-name actors and an independent. It's an indie film. It's a good movie. It's a throwback 90s movie. Well, one of those kids is Lauren Michaels in that Saturday Night Live movie about the first episode of Saturday Night Live. I think it's called like Saturday Night Live 1 hour to air or something like that. And that's on Netflix now. Like I said, the 50th anniversary is now, so it's all big. I bet you I could draw you back into it. So there is a documentary on specifically just the music, the live music performances. I don't know where the hell it's streaming, but that sounds cool. It's all about just live performances from Saturday Night Live. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna try and watch some of that shit this week.
I'll watch the Snack Shack when you watch Sex Drive.
Deal.
No, it's streaming right now.
Deal.
I don't know
is
on
Snack
what,
Shack.
but you can Google it.
Snack Shack's
It's on-
good. It's a good throwback movie.
Yeah.
You would like it too. It's very like Wet Hot American Summer without as much funny. It's good. You'd like
So
it.
is Sex Drive.
Yeah,
Great movie.
you would like it.
Yeah. You ever
I've never
that?
seen Wet Hot American
It's a
Summer. by the way.
Seth Green movie that came out on Valentine's Day
Yeah.
and just failed miserably. And it's
Well, it's
so
Seth
funny,
Green,
dude.
So that's
You don't like
all
Seth
I like.
Green?
Not really.
Have you ever watched Can't Hardly Wait?
Yes, I love that movie.
Can't hardly wait. Airborne.
Yeah.
Airborne is
Airborne,
great.
Jesus.
Buffy the Vampire
Buffy.
Slayer.
Yeah.
Come on.
You
Seth
not a-
Green.
Are you not a
Robot
God.
Chicken.
Robot Chicken guy? Yeah.
Goddamn.
That's right up your alley. Robot Chicken?
Robot Chicken.
Was never a huge fan.
What?
Dude.
80s robots.
I know. I'm aware.
What about
The Voltron you got served was my favorite
Yeah.
episode.
I believe.
what
Freaking
about
hilarious.
I
believe,
Austin Powers?
He also is involved in the Last Airbender.
He's Chris Griffin.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch Family Guy.
Whoa, neither
I'm
does
with
he.
you. Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't.
I mean, I've
don't
I
like
watched
Seth
Family
MacFarlane.
Guy.
He
but
lets
I'm
he
not-
lets like Seth MacFarlane's politics get in his
Yeah.
way.
Dude, I let politics get in the way a lot of things.
I just
Oh,
don't
so
think. I just
dumb.
don't.
Don't
Just
Church and
ruined.
state.
You just ruined a band for me not too
Yeah,
long
Church
ago.
and state,
Some
dude.
woke ass bullshit.
Church-
I'm not for it. So
Church and state. You think
No.
I'm turning any R. Kelly song off? No.
I don't.
But-
I don't. What R. Kelly did is not.
Whoa!
Woke. It's not
we
woke.
know from the last episode.
Yeah,
we
shut
all understand how much
Shut
you
up.
identify with R. Kelly. We get it.
Shut up. But what I'm saying
God.
is, it's not woke politic bullshit.
There's still people who do
That's
that
a
that I'm-
crime that he allegedly did.
There are people who have a certain political opinion I don't give a shit about because I like their music better. Like,
Nah,
but I have a
find new
different
music.
connection with music than you do.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you don't love music.
I don't feel anything.
You can,
yeah.
you have no heart, no,
No.
like inside. Yeah, like
Like Tim
he's
tells
dead
me
inside.
Tim tells me like stuff. He's like, dude, no, I listen to a song and it takes me back to that place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't get that. I
Yeah.
listen to a song, I don't go anywhere.
This is
I
to a
just listen
song,
to a
and he's just
song.
done with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll
And
drop a band in a heartbeat.
I did.
I
I
have-
deleted everything
Are you
from that
serious?
band. Yeah, there's
Come
nothing on my
on,
Spotify.
That's
Really?
good. That's good music.
Wow.
That's
No,
good music.
I really did enjoy their music, and yeah,
And I got a special little like sidebar for you. He's always been like that.
yeah, but you ruined it for me. You're the one that pointed it out. I didn't follow.
I
him.
thought it was hilarious. That's why I sent it to you.
But I'm fine. I'm fine with it being ruined
That's
because
too
I don't
good
want
of
to be.
music.
I don't want
want
to. I don't want to.
That's I don't agree with it. You don't need
mediocre.
that, right?
No.
No, like that music's yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that music's mine.
Right.
It means what it means to me.
Do you when you
You know.
hear a song? Does it take you back to something? Do you feel emotions?
I have lists of songs that the moment I hear those first 2-3 notes of the song kick in, especially if it's on my Spotify, it is all the way on full blast. My eyes are closed and I'm doing nothing until that song's over.
Really?
Yes.
That was Van Halen. Where have all the good times gone? That's what I just did.
I don't. There's
He is nothing. He's like
nothing.
hey, but he listens to it. He's a beat guy.
I'm a beat guy. I'm a beat guy.
I don't know any lyrics either.
No, I know lyrics.
The lyrics
to
of
some
that
songs.
band that you quit listening to could possibly be just nothing but like a whole agenda, and you'd be like, I didn't know.
No, I listen. I listen to lyrics and shit, but I don't retain. You know how my brain goes.
You have a
there-
disease.
There's
yeah.
a lot of weird. There's a lot of weird recall
Yeah.
that I can do, but it's not lyrics. I
Yeah.
don't retain the lyrics in my head. It's
I'm
got to
just
be
saying,
something
though.
I've heard a lot.
The separation of
like,
church and state. We've said it
get
on
it.
this show before, and you both turn your nose to it. I don't care. I listened to the Lost Prophet song. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Nah,
What
see,
song
that
was
one.
it?
Huh? Rooftops.
We're not
Rooftops?
getting into that.
Yeah. We're not gonna get into that.
No.
The last episode, are you shitting me? Like,
No, we ain't getting into that.
there's a clip of this show where you're like, I pissed on a kid, and you're like, yeah, we ain't getting into that. Get out of here. All right, man. Islanders sign Tony DeAngelo, who hasn't played hockey in how long? You know, they called him up from the AHL, dude.
Wait, he played. Was it last year
I
or
don't
2
think
years
he
ago?
played last year. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he played for the Flyers a year.
I think
or
he
so
took
ago.
half a league minimum, didn't he?
Did you also see that they basically waived him and released him, and that's why they now have Perunovic instead?
Yep. This was a couple days before that.
I don't know what
Makes no sense.
he did to not even he didn't even like play in a game for him.
Nothing.
And they're like, nope, bye.
See ya.
See,
I don't know what Tony DeAngelo did. He was one of the hottest defensive free agents after last year. Everybody wanted him, and then all of a sudden he does not get signed. He got kicked out of the KHL, apparently.
I heard that.
Kicked out of the team.
The Super League.
Boom, gone. Bye. We don't want you here anymore.
They pay people in bed in like pillowcases, and they were like, "No, you can't play here."
Yeah,
You got a bad
Weird.
attitude, man.
I guess I don't know.
You got
Bad
some-
attitude. Oh,
I-
boy,
got
attitude
some-
reflect leadership.
Yeah, you got some people, man. They go get jobs and they instantly start shit with people, and then they get fired. It's just how it goes, man.
I don't know, man. I thought I couldn't believe he was still playing hockey and eligible to be pulled up when I saw that.
Dude, I swear to God, either last year or I guess
think
maybe
so?
the year prior. I think he played for fucking Philadelphia.
That's
I'm
insane.
almost
no, he was in
positive.
Carolina last year.
Yeah, he's got a
Carolina.
jersey in that photo.
Yeah.
was in
So the year
Carolina.
prior
He
to
was
that,
part
the
of
year
their
prior to
playoff
that
run.
was he was in Philadelphia.
Insane. Crazy. I don't know, man. I do have also Petro right here. I don't even know what the hell this is about.
It's the Four
Um,
Nations.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Like he bows out. I mean, I get it. It's probably more along the Olympics type of thing or the All-Star game. You know, Ovi pulled out of the All-Star game one year. I maybe that's part of that. I don't know.
He probably
but-
doesn't want to do it. I mean, Vegas. You know.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get hurt, man.
Yeah.
He's probably
So is
dealing
Vegas
with
is
an
in the
ailment.
running, right?
He's probably dealing with an ailment now, like a pulled muscle or
Do you
something
think-
like that. He
Do you
doesn't
think
wanna fucking do
Petro's
something.
always been hurt? Like Petro's hurt so damn.
Yeah, he's
much,
getting
right?
old,
Like,
bro.
yeah. I don't know. Is he getting that old?
Starting to.
I would say
Turning
he's-
60 years old?
I would say he's
Approaching
yeah.
30s?
He's probably
He's in his
33,
30s.
34, maybe 35.
He's paid.
You got to think he's been gone from us for 5 years now.
That's so hard to believe, man.
I know.
It's so hard to believe that any of that just happened 5 years ago. I don't know.
35.
Yeah, he's 35. He's at the
shit,
tail end of his career.
75 years
Yeah.
old.
I can
Damn.
see him just being like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's done it,
Yeah.
Well,
Four Nations. I mean, nobody's really done Four Nations.
but I mean,
he's been in all the
he's been in
competitions
stuff.
and
He don't
yeah.
need to prove anything anymore, and he definitely don't need to get in there.
There's probably a more deserving younger player who didn't get a call. That
So there's I forget who I forget who it was, but somebody they asked somebody who possibly would be up next on that, what's going on. He's like, "What are you anticipating a call or whatnot?" And he's like, "I have a very nice vacation planned to Mexico that week, and I'm ready to cancel it." So yeah, somebody else will go. Are you still in on watching that this year?
Oh, absolutely.
Me too. Yeah. As I reported,
basement.
Hell yeah,
Bar?
absolutely. Fuck yes. It's a Saturday, probably. You won't be there.
That's fine. We'll go get
yeah,
White
dude.
Castles or something.
I got something to do this Sunday. And
Yeah, Justin has been dreading doing a Sunday activity for 2 fucking weeks.
Nice.
He's been like, "Ugh." You know
like,
what's
"Oh,
I
wanna
got
do
what I love
it."
about it too is I got to see every single phase of him being stoked about it. Man, it's gonna be really cool. It's family. I haven't gotten together with these guys in a long time. It's awesome. And then as it went down, yeah, this week is busy. and then
Well, I go into this whole thing. It's like I'm just waiting for it.
it's so
So it's
dumb.
like I'm almost like paralyzed to do anything else.
People are outside, dude. It's cool to get with them.
So I feel like because I'm waiting on the
on,
Sunday
like-
thing, now my Saturday is like kind of.
You should get out of your
Ruined.
head. It's really cool out here. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
I don't know, man. It's
Come
just the way I
on.
am.
You have a disease.
It's the way I am. I am looking forward to it though.
You should be,
Jesus,
man.
killing me.
Yeah, that's the
We're doing a
saliva has come up so much this week.
dude, yeah, a lot of saliva talk.
Whoa.
Well, I'm having
were
a,
click,
like
click,
a
and
cousin
moving it the other
reunion
day.
though.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be sweet.
And where at?
Fast Eddie's.
Cool. That is super
Nice.
cool,
That'll be
man. I haven't been to
fun.
Fast Days in a long time.
Neither have I. I think
Yeah.
the last time I went might have been. Oh, that was a long ass
Yeah.
time ago. If it was us,
It might have been. Yeah, and that was for someone's birthday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Was that one of the?
Yeah.
Was
Jamie,
that Steve or Darren's? I
Jamie
thought
says all of my kids.
Darren's birthday.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I drove home that night terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jamie
What's up?
says all my kids have it too. My kids
Oh,
are all
yeah.
the same way.
We all have
If we got something going on in this, it's I don't even know how to explain it, dude. It's like
whole
it's
big
like-
world out there.
Mm.
You got to juggle. It's
I know
good
how
to
to
juggle.
juggle.
It's
Juggle
good to
his
juggle.
dick.
Like it's good to have. Like I do. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy. I fully enjoy a Saturday or Sunday where it's just like, phew,
Nothing.
and you got nothing going on. But I do also enjoy like. I know my wife probably hates it, but I enjoy being like, "What are we doing?" and then just finding out where I'm going. I
Jamie.
dig that too. Like,
Jamie's like, I hate it.
hate what? Going places?
No.
Oh
my-
yeah,
man,
yeah.
my
Because she
shit.
wants to go out with the people and see the things, dude.
Yeah. Like I think we're doing a bingo thing here.
Oh
shortly.
yeah, no, I heard about it.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
fucking
that's-
3 weeks ago.
It's like,
Yeah, I know.
It's like okay, we got that.
He treats it like a
I want
colonoscopy.
to go to big.
I do.
He does.
But this is the thing. Once I
he's
get
like,
there,
"Oh."
once I get there, I'm like cool. It's
Yeah.
but it's the anticipation waiting up.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know every single
Does
food
something for me.
challenge we do, I've ruined 3 weeks of his life. You know,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
a good time to talk about food challenges. So we
Hot dogs.
well, okay, so that's the thing, and I say here's what we do. Okay, I say we just do it like this, and we'll see.
Wins 4 Nations.
February
February or
starts the week of Valentine's.
Week
It
of
starts
Valentine's Day.
February 12th.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're probably gonna plan. Well, you might not have, but that we're not doing it for 4 Nations.
Okay.
So I think what we've boiled this down to is one of two things. All right.
I'm not
We're-
boiling hot dogs. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're gonna try. I think we're either going with hot dogs, just straight dogs, right? And we just each buy
We're gonna do
a couple
3
packs, or we do what you're talking about, and the three beers, 3 dogs, 3 periods.
Yeah.
We pick a hockey game, right? During that hockey game, we each have to complete 3 dogs, 3 beers in the period for 3 periods. Whoever
So
makes
it's
it
9 hot
wins.
dogs, 9
Yeah.
beers for the
which
entire
I think
game.
is light work.
But you got to get it done within the period.
And we're talking a 12-ounce beer.
So you might have a period,
and a
dude,
hot
with no
dog.
whistle. Period with no whistle goes by pretty quick.
So the only thing that we have,
I do understand the 9 dog, like the 9
9 dogs, 9
whatever it is,
yeah,
with the
innings.
baseball, because those go fast. Like baseball innings are
Well, no,
are quick.
baseball innings used to take a long time. They only go
Yeah.
fast now because they're speeding the game
But-
up.
but dude,
because
if
they
you get a-
recognize how damn boring it is.
If you
Yeah.
get a game with no whistles,
Yeah.
those periods can go fast.
or you could get a game where the glass breaks.
yeah. you're right.
So I say here's what we do. All right. I say we take both scenarios. We take just the raw dog challenge, which is what I want to call just as many dogs as you can eat. Yeah, that's
I
We
right.
have to eat raw hot dogs?
Well, no. I'm just
No,
saying,
I'll do it.
You're
I
just
mean, they're
raw dogging. You're
pre-cooked.
just raw dogging hot dogs.
I mean,
is what
they're
I'm saying.
pre-cooked. They're
Or
fine.
we do the nine.
No,
The 3, 3, and 3.
I'm
Starting to sound German. The three. Nine. Ich bin Heimvenbluter.
No, I am a hamburger.
I am a hamburger. There's a Ich bin Frankfurter.
Ich bin ein Berliner,
bin
which
ein
means
Berliner,
I am a
which-
donut.
I am a donut. Jerry Dorsey. Right.
Jerry
Anyway,
Engelbert slapped you back.
so Ingeborg slappy back, Huntyback sleepy bink. Jerry Dorsey.
Jerry Dorsey.
Anyway,
Engelbert
yeah.
Humperdinck.
Raw dog challenge, as
Wait,
many
wait.
dogs
Go
as
back,
possible.
Go back
Go
one.
back one. As many dogs as possible, or the 9. What are we calling that? 9 dogs, 9 beers, 9
the three,
or 9.
three dogs, 3 beers, 3 periods.
Yeah. So I say we put up a poll on the socials, and we see which one goes. Which one goes?
Well, I will tell you, if we go with the all out, like how many you can eat,
The raw dog challenge.
I'm first and foremost, I'm not eating raw hot dogs.
No.
That's
no.
garbage.
I'm saying raw dogging hot dogs.
That's terrible.
I'm saying
but
raw-
also, I'm like, you might as well only cook me like 2 because that's what I'm eating.
I'm calling raw dog challenge because like you're gonna start with buns, and then eventually you're just gonna be eating hot dogs.
yeah.
That's how that's gonna go.
I don't want to.
You're out on that then.
I don't want. Yeah.
So then
I'm-
it has to be the 9
it-
dogs.
because dude, I'm not gonna eat that many hot dogs.
You're
to
gonna
be-
eat-
substitute.
I could
But you're gonna
possibly
eat
do
9 hot dogs.
I could possibly do the 9, but I am
Okay.
like
Well,
to
then let's-
challenge you as far as is like a hot dog.
He's
You ain't,
like, I learned my lesson at the
yeah,
White Castle
yeah,
challenge.
no, dude, you fit a
Never
lot of
underestimate.
wiener in your mouth.
Fucking-
I'm sure. A lot more than me.
A lot more than me.
Miles
a lot
of it.
more than me.
Miles of it, I'm sure. And
Go home. All right. Well, okay. So let's just say it then. Let's just say it. Let's just call it. We're gonna go with the 9 dogs, 9
that's fine.
beers, 3 periods.
I mean, if you guys want to
okay?
eat more, you guys have a side bet.
That's fine.
I don't
we'll
think
do that.
I could
That's
do that.
the challenge. That's the next challenge. Now, here's what we have to iron out. What is the dog? Okay, because when we were doing the raw dog challenge, I was going cheapest dollar pack of hot dogs possible.
Thick
whatever.
Nathan's.
So okay, so you're saying Nathan's aren't always thick.
The
Like we
big
buy,
ones.
but we buy. So you're talking about beef dogs,
Yeah,
and you're
the
talking
thick
about essentially a kielbasa on a hot dog.
They don't have
bun.
to be the foot long ones. I'm
You
just
gotta-
talking the
no.
thick, the big boys.
Justin, much as life. Length is not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about girth. All right. Are you talking about a beef dog like this, or are you talking about a skinny dog? Pretty simple.
the like.
So
this.
you want
Like
like,
the
a
ballpark.
kielbasa,
Like the ballpark.
like a
the ballpark,
ballpark dog.
The ballpark.
All right, I think that's important. Okay, so ballpark dog.
That's what I would want. What do you want? I mean, it's not
I'm down
all
for
about
whatever.
whatever
I'm
doing.
gonna
just
gonna
saying.
win this. I'm just trying to see how.
And we could do the all you can eat. I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm mailing
then
that
it's
shit in. I'm not
pointless.
like that is a competition between you two.
Justin,
I'm
I
not,
don't want you acting like you're
trying-
pretending to eat White Castles like you did last time.
I'm not gonna try to put
like-
30 of these damn things in my face.
yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
hear you. Okay, so I'm
like
down with
that
this.
much dick.
So we're going.
That's a
we're
lot of
going
winner. Yeah.
for the 9 dogs, 9 beers. Okay, so beer is the other thing we have to hammer out. Are we doing cans of beer, 12 ounces?
Are we doing cans of bottles?
It doesn't matter, but the 12 ounces. Are we doing a regular size beer?
That's fun.
You're not going
unless
2
he-
by. You
I'd
mentioned 2
rather-
by 4s.
I did
I'd
mention
rather
2 by
not-
4 because okay, look, if we were going to the 9, 9, and 9, like they sell
Those
2
are
by
like
4s or
18-ounce
18-ounce
cans.
cans.
16.
So what I
No bathroom
suggested,
in my basement.
what I suggested would be 2 cans
Per
essentially,
dog,
per dog.
and you want to do 3 2 by 4s per period.
It would only be 1 2 by 4 per period. It would be 2
No,
cans
you
of
don't
beer.
understand. You're not drinking 9 beers. You're drinking fucking 18 of them by that point.
12-ounce beer is a beer.
Yeah,
So
but
you want to do 3 of these.
what you would get at the arena is what I would suggest we do.
You get a
Now we don't
12-ounce
have to go and buy
12-ounce
2 by
You
4s.
can get a fucking
Well, you can get a
21-ounce
2 by
beer.
4, yeah, but you're paying $20 for that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Paying
that's
So-
that's the only other thing we
So
have to
when
hammer
we
down
went
is-
the last time we went to a hockey game,
Yeah,
you know,
2 by
we-
4s.
We bought 2 by 4s. That's
Yeah.
what they were. It's
Yeah.
fucking 2 beers at
But
$20.
you could get a
right?
No, 2 beers $20. No, 2 beers is $35.
No, they were $20. They were $10 a piece.
No,
Yeah.
no, and it doesn't matter. A can of beer though is what I envisioned.
Yeah,
This
and
is
we
the
drank
dog.
2 of those per dog.
But we weren't. Do you want to? Yeah. So are you out at that? But like just like he's out on the raw dog challenge, would you be out at that on the beer aspect of it?
No,
No.
I would just have to make sure somebody drives my happy ass home.
Okay, so we're doing 2x4s and ballpark dogs.
So how many beers is
You'd
that
have to
per
do
inning?
That's baseball.
That's 6 beers
You're
per
gonna
inning.
drink 6 beers
per
period?
Yeah, 6 beers.
You're okay with that? This is your
You're
idea.
drinking 18 beers.
I'm trying to give you an out. Justin, do you want to do a can of beer per dog?
Yes.
Fuck me. God. Okay. So we'll lock it in.
I wasn't doing the math.
You have a
You can
disease.
tell.
So we're doing ballpark dogs. You want the thickness because
Yeah.
you're a size queen. We're gonna do 3 of those per period, and we're gonna do 3 cans of 12-ounce beer per period.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll set a date at a later time. That's the challenge.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Hell
we got
yeah,
fucking
dude.
7 different games going on at once.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
down.
dude. You
That'd be
guys
fun.
seen the TV
We can
situation?
save that until April.
That'd be fun.
Hell
We
yeah.
can save that.
Lock
we can
it
do
in?
something in between if we want to.
No, I say we lock it in. I got to train.
I said we get a
I
couple.
got to train.
I say we just get a couple of like clamps that hold our phones
Yeah.
and just kind of have them set up in different.
I would just wear a GoPro.
and just pop them. Actually, I
you got a GoPro.
I
right?
have 2 GoPros.
Yeah. No side views this time, bro. Give me a lot of side views last time. I hated that.
Don't need the
Saw
side view of the wieners going in the mouth.
All right. We're going to close it off with this, and we were going to close it off better, but we'll do that next time.
Get the Sam's.
You got
dogs.
to do it better.
Better.
Katie says get the Sam's dogs.
Those Sam's dogs are badass. They're really
Oh,
good.
the members mark.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Could we just have
big.
them just get like cater it?
Well, no, I mean,
Would they do a
Sam
bunch of them?
sells stuff. No.
I
She's
mean-
talking about the ones you can buy,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you talking about the dogs? Like those are Nathan's. Those are thick Nathan's.
I can
Nope.
make a phone call and we can get a one of those giant rollers like they have at the ball games.
You
and
can keep
that.
them hot the whole time,
Yeah,
Bro.
What?
Yeah, make that call.
Can that
I'll
happen?
see. I'll see
That-
what I can
That'll yeah.
I'll
We
see
have
what
a
I can
hot
do.
dog roller down there that you can just throw a bunch on.
You want to
We
know my
just grab
secret
'em
power
on.
though? Like my
Could we-
superpower.
We got a steamer. We got something we could steam.
My
these buns.
superpower is those dogs specifically that you're talking about. I don't need any condiments on. I'll just eat that. Those
Yeah,
are
I don't.
so
I,
good.
I'm the
yeah,
same way.
I'll go
Nom, nom,
dry.
nom 'em.
Yeah. I'll go dry.
Next time we do the end of the show wrap up, Justin is gonna follow through and we're gonna do it differently. But I got a would
What
you
did I do?
rather here, man.
Oh.
I got a would you rather here. This was gonna be a smelly would you rather, but it's gonna be
Cool.
different this
I
time.
get it.
This is would you rather, which I like to wrap things up with, which started as just a Mikey thing, but it ends up moving throughout the whole room, right? Mikey, would you rather look at your mom's search history or your dad's search history? Gotta look at one. Which one you going for?
My
Can't-
dad's
Yeah.
because he's probably searching up tips on how to win at Bingo Blitz.
Okay. All
My
right.
dad's retired. He didn't do shit anymore.
That also gives him a lot of free time.
Same.
well, he's got
Idle
my daughter.
hands. The devil's playground. No.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same for you.
Neither.
Yeah,
search
I would
history
much
have
rather
anything.
see what the hell my dad would be into
Yeah.
than to find out like anything crazy
About your mom.
Yeah. I would never want to look at it like that.
I'm completely the opposite because I kind of feel like I know what's in my dad's search history.
Yeah.
And and I kind of think I might know what's in my mom's too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that'd go differently. You guys have fun. You know what? This would have been a lot easier if this was enhanced a bit.
I don't understand.
For this would you rather, I had plans of going out on that would you rather in a much different way. To be
You have to explain it to me.
be at the next episode. You guys have fun, dude. That was cool having Jeremy on.
Oh, that's great.
Good time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mikey's socks. You got socks on, Mikey?
You got socks? Hold on, wait. Hold on. Mikey's here and Mikey rocks. Let's all look at Mikey's socks. Oh, dude, those are Louis socks. Can you get them up that high?
No.
Higher and higher. Hell
They got
yeah. Louis. Got the Louis socks. That's badass. I totally forgot about socks.
So did I.
Completely forgot. I was so
We kind
hurried.
of came in hot.
Well,
Tonight.
I was in a super hurry to get to Jerry, man.
No,
I
it's
didn't
all
want to. I
good.
didn't want to keep him too long. So,
We came in hot.
want to thank GCRX letting us do our shindig here
Hey, good job. Everybody's gone.
Everybody's gone. Lights are off. Well, I think Jeremy, hey man, thanks for coming in. Thanks for giving us the time. That of which you don't have a ton of, so we really appreciate the hell out of that. I hope you had fun. I want to thank the social media department.
Yeah, they killed it this week.
Killed it. They got a lot of plates in the air, and they're still killing it. We want to thank Justin for getting Let's Settle It correct and killing it on and killing it on bringing everything he was going to bring, and also, yeah, there it is, and also, yeah, for just the Tribs killed, yeah. We do this again next week.
Sure.
Yeah. You have no idea how many people message the socials wanting to know about you peeing on a kid. It's a true story. Absolute true story.
No.
Oh, serious. One of them was the FBI. We'll see you next week.
Like, wait, how do you do it correctly? That's probably why they called. Probably like, hey, we heard he pissed on a kid.
More info needed. He has a disease.
Hold on! Her sister was a witch, right?
That's a hockey, you know. It's only game. Why don't you just a good man?
Grow up, bro. Grow up.
This concludes another episode on GCRX Radio, your podcast network. The views and opinions expressed are those of the content creators and not of the podcast network.